Why do you want to rage out, Trash Keeper? Excuse me. Burton says he loves the music. That's because tonight, the world votes. You decide. We report. Or something like that. The choice tokens. Choice tokens are freaking fantabulous, dude. What the hell are you talking about? What kind of crack you smoking, dude? You talking about the event store tokens? Old G6 did not get halved. I love it. No, you didn't. 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 No, you didn't.
Good evening. By the way, Odysseus, I hate you. Good evening, everybody. What's up? What's up? Oh, howdy, 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 howdy. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Yep, Jondrel says it too. Tarpy says it too. I'm here to tell you. Probably not. Good evening, everybody. Odysseus says, stupid Twitch. Stupid. Hi, Fox fan. Good evening, everybody. Everywhere it matters, you got it. Screwed? Or are you just paying the obligatory and expected player choice tax? That's what you're doing. It is not 1,000%. Oh my god, everybody wants to complain. Everybody burn down your pitchforks! Oh wait, no. Get your pitchforks, burn down the barns! They're giving you access to 100 gazillion billion pulls of dilithium. But I'm gonna get 25% less steel. Galileo says I'm really happy with it. Me too. I will be dumping 100% of everything into dilithium and gas this month. All right? All of it. Every ounce. Every token. Odysseus, my God, has it been 2 minutes yet? Good evening, everybody. What the hell are chaos modules? I will tell you everything. I will tell you everything. No, I do not mean Sigma Trite. I mean Sigma Dill. 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 Good, it's been 2 minutes.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on, Tiny Mama? How you doing? Welcome into the show. Listen, I don't like it either, Tiny Mama. It's a redeem. They do it. I have to change my voice.
For 2 whole minutes. It sucks. I hate it.
But they do it. USS Contradiction, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome in. Thank you for the 28-month resub. Ram Scoop, 20 months. 4 Raj, 10 months on the resub. Thank you guys so very much. Good evening. Welcome in. Nick says, good evening. How's it going? It's going. So Galileo says, hello, DJs, you gorgeous feline. Hi. Dragon Keeper says, I'll give you dill, you give me steel. No. I'm gonna keep my stuff. Shinzola says, love the background music. It was meant to be very dramatic tonight. For those of you who don't know, the United States is undergoing election day. So what I've been doing is I'm actually watching it. I've got it over on the screen just in case, you know, anything crazy were to happen. But I'm watching it. I've got updates. And where's my I voted sticker? I did vote, but it's in the house. I changed shirts. Bull says I chose to watch DJs instead. I know, I wasn't going to show you guys. I wasn't going to share it with you. I'm just watching it for myself. But
big one right there. That's impressively large.
Thank you. It is impressively large. But I will tell you, I have. I'm watching it over on the side. I'm not going to share it with you, but I am just for funsies. Oh, good evening, by the way, Matters. Sorry, I didn't turn on the Discord. What's up, Matters? I do have, for funsies, I do have an election update that I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later in the show. Yes. I am going to have to give total credit and because I totally ripped it off of YouTube, but it's amazing. And I just feel like it would be fun to share it with you guys. Yeah. Shout out to, what is it? ONN, the Onion News Network. They're brilliant. They're so brilliant. But I've got they did a skit. I just died laughing. It's so serious. It's so serial. I love it. So, anywho, I've got that to share with you guys a little bit later if we need a little bit of a break. Tarpy says Twitch is being a PETA and not letting me minimize the windows, so I'm joining the Discord stage. Yeah, join the Discord stage. Come on up. Come on up. Join the Discord stage. Tarpy is going to tell me why I'm wrong tonight, so we're going to do that. DJz has been voted #1 in resources donated in STFC. God, I hope so. That'd be great. When are we getting quality? John Rule asked. I don't know. I feel like there's some quality this month. But like I did say last night, Matters and I were talking about this right before the show. Like we were talking about last night. Stop it! Griffin was all excited about Chaos Tech, and I said last night I didn't really care about Chaos Tech. I don't feel like Chaos Tech is something that I'm super interested in. But we'll look at that tonight, too, and we'll see. All right, we'll see if it's something. Vendor, damn, sorry.
I guess I'll cover that one.
We'll see if it actually brings you anything. Daystra says they feel underwhelming. Well, they were meant to. But that's Matters' big complaint. That is the complaint.
You are wrong.
What?
Just sit down and be wrong. You are wrong.
What was I wrong about, Lost in?
He's wrong.
What was I wrong about? Wait, Spectre says, I agree with DJz. Chaos Tech is going to break PvP even more. No, it's not.
What?
Chaos Tech is really going to have a very minimal impact because they're very underpowered.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I'm saying, like, the monetary comparison really isn't there. I don't care. Like, they're not nearly as good as Forbidden Tech. So, J-Boo says Q's cannon. We'll talk about Q's cannon. It looks really good, but a lot of it is on base damage dealt, and there's a lot of that, like multiple thousands. So, is it going to have an impact? Sure. Are you going to be able to see it? Sure. Is it as strong as the Tantalus field? Not even close. All right, not even close. J-Boo says, but base damage is meta at the moment. I don't know if I'd go and say meta. I don't know if I'm going to say meta, but it is important. I'm not saying that it's not. All right, but I mean...
You forgot to put sarcastic face beside his post.
He's not being sarcastic.
Really?
He's not being sarcastic. But nonetheless, we'll talk about that tonight. We've got that to talk about as well. We've got the independent archives, which I have more information on, more data. We have Forbidden Tech, or the Chaos Tech specifically, that we're going to talk to you guys about. You guys have seen all the data. We've also seen the free-to-play path on the Vindicator. All right, so we've got that out there. Not a bad looking start to the arc. Very few tech issues today. We do see the Mastery model. Juby says, DJz, tell Scopes to give you the officers. I want to see if they're good before I buy. Hey, what's up, Tundi? I've really been enjoying your streams. Well, thanks, dude. They're so entertaining. I'd love to join your community. Well, thank you. Exclamation point Discord right here in the chat, Tundi. Tundi807. Exclamation point Discord. You can join over into the Discord and be a part of our community there. If you sub to the channel, you get extra chat rooms. And there's a Patreon. There's merch. Oh, my God. I got new merch. Candy and I talked. No, Cruzito, you can't say that. Base anything is not garbage. As a matter of fact, I will agree, even though I say it's not meta, I will agree that base damage definitely has a role, especially when you're looking at isolytic compounding on top of that, okay? For sure. Has a huge impact on isolytic. It's not about the damage. It's about the isolytic, okay? But I still am not saying that it is that huge of a deal. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I don't think it is. All right.
Yeah,
So
for
we'll talk a little bit more about that. Okie dokie. Hi everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Lost In, thank you for the gifted sub. It matters. Thank you for the gifted sub to Tundi. Appreciate that. Lost In dropped in a gifted sub into the chat. Appreciate that very much. Tundi, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Juby says, DJ's voted for a third party like a weirdo. I told you I was going to vote for Homer Simpson. Told you I was going to. I don't know why anybody's surprised about it. Shadow Fox, thank you for your hydrate. I'll do that now. Putz says base damage is at most the 5th most important thing, and you're being generous. Okay. I never said it was the most important thing. I'm just saying that it matters more now than it used to because of isolytic. Chris, thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that as well. Num, num, num. It is certainly not the most important. I think top 5 is generous, but it still has an impact because not the impact of base damage, but the impact of isolytic as it compares to base damage. What? This dehydrates me? No, it doesn't. There's no sodium. Oh, there is a little bit of sodium. But no sugar and no calories. Doesn't dehydrate me. I drink so much. I drink so much. So, that's right, J-Boo. You got it, man. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll experiment with it a little bit tonight. I have not done anything, okay? I've done absolutely nothing in the game. So, you guys are going to walk through with me tonight. We are going to unlock the building. That's a good question. Does Lorca's Fist impact you? Sure it does. Well, then base damage matters.
Well, but Lorca's Fist is a massive, massive, massive base damage increase.
Okay.
So, what Lorca's Fist does is it gives you so much damage that it almost completely nullifies all the other base damage boosts that you have.
Okay.
It's so much more than all of them put together.
Okay.
So,
well, Q's
yes,
cannon.
it's impactful, but
Q's cannon is multiple thousands% of damage reduction.
multiple thousands.
All right, let's take a look.
1900 at best.
Let's take a gander, shall we? Good evening, everybody.
Right.
Welcome into the show. My name is UltimatDJz. Welcome in to Arcfall, the race to mastery. That's what I'm calling it. I am totally 100% making fun. I'm spoofing everything political tonight. All right, I've got all the news outlets up over here just watching and seeing what's actually happening and so forth. But yeah, like right now, I see the race to 270 is what they're all calling it. So yeah, it'll be the race to mastery. All right, commanders vote. Commanders decide. We report. You decide. I'm gonna be doing all the stupid stuff tonight. All right. Lost In says, I refuse to watch. Dude, here's the thing. I'm not like watching in detail. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the charts and stuff. But yeah, I plan on having fun. Plan on having a little bit of fun with this tonight. Plan on having a little bit of fun. So, anywho, let's hop into the game. Chaos Tech, yada, yada. I'm going to show you about Chaos Tech. All right. We'll get into that. All right. Let's take a look at Q's cannon here. Here it is, right up front. Q's cannon, infographic. First of all, let's drop it on. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and max it. Let's just go ahead and max it matters. That's what you're talking about. The first, by the way, this is why I say not hugely consequential. Will have some impact, but not huge. Okay, we're talking a tier 12 epic, people. So no, it's not going to be a big deal. All right. Against players, increasing base weapons damage 1,500%. Okay, that's cool. Against players, each time the opponent scores a crit, reduce their base weapon damage for 2 rounds. And by the way, this is going to be per weapon and it stacks. So, what is the largest ship? Let me rephrase. What is the ship with the most weapons that can fire at you?
The Borg Cube.
There it is, everybody. It's the Borg Cube. And the Borg Cube has a firing pattern of 4 weapons, then 2 weapons, then 4 weapons, then 2 weapons. So every 2 rounds, you're at 600. You're at 6 shots. At max on this particular Chaos Tech, you would then be at 1,200%. Right? 6 weapons at 200%. That would be 1,200% damage reduction.
1,000. Actually, it's not 1,200 because the first shot
won't trigger. That's right.
Won't trigger. So
yep.
The last one will be 1,000% reduction.
Okay, fair enough. So 1,000% reduction and the 1,500% increase. So it's a 2,500% swing. Plus, against players, you're just going to straight out reduce their critical damage by 300%. All right. So, I mean, it's not small. It is going to be noticeable. But is it as big as Tantalus Field? No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
Nowhere close.
And this, by the way, is maxed. All right. It's going to take a while. Let's assume you get to tier 5. 60% reduction to base weapon damage? Sorry, don't care. 280. You know what? This is where I totally 1,000% don't care.
Yeah.
Now, Jabu says no, but you can have both. And therein lies Matters' actual complaint. Because I'm here to tell you the official response and the actual official designation of Chaos Tech is as I put into my video. Chaos Tech is the second cog in a gear system that Scopely is going to be rolling out over the next several months / years. Okay? Whether they do more or not, I'm not going to speculate on, but they certainly can. They have told me that they are building a gear system. Okay? So, Chaos Tech is not meant to be as potent as Forbidden Tech. Chaos Tech is the next piece. For example, if Forbidden Tech was your chest piece, like it's your armor, okay, then Chaos Tech is your helmet. All right? Or your gloves or your boots. Okay? So, yes, they can be used together. And that's just it, Jabu. Using both will be meta? Absolutely. The cannon with the Tantalus Field is going to be the PvP meta. You can use them together, but that's not the complaint that we've got out there. The complaint that we've got out there is that why am I buying something not as powerful for the same price as I paid for the Tantalus Field? Right, Matters? That's what the complaint is.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. That's right, Destro. So they gave us our main hand in the form of Forbidden Tech, and now we're getting the offhand in Chaos Tech. Well, I don't know if you go that far, but it's certainly the next piece, and it's not meant to be as powerful, but it is meant to complement. Okay? Meaning that, and for the record, I am not a fan. There's 2 Chaos Techs that, for me, I might be interested in. And unfortunately, sadly, the free one isn't going to be one of them. All right? Is what it is. Okay? But DJ Vlad says the complaint isn't that. It's why it's locked behind a CC. Well, all the Forbidden Techs have been locked behind a credit card. I mean, that's not exactly unusual. They will be paid this month. There will be ways to earn. And besides, that's not entirely fair. You got the loot in the Battle Pass. In the $20 Battle Pass, that is. In the $20 Battle Pass, you have today, by the way, day 1. In the $20 Battle Pass, you will get the electromagnetic loot completely, fully unlocked. Now, DJ Vlad says the Battle Pass is useless for G6. 1,000% disagree with that statement. All right, I'm not exactly sure why you feel that way. Because choice tokens are always great. I love choice tokens. The choice tokens are going to allow me to choose whatever resource I want. All right, and we have, in fact, done the loot one. Oh, okay. Well, you said the Battle Pass. You got to be careful with your terminology there. But we are going to come and talk to Tarpy here in just a couple of minutes. But yes, I agree with you. The electromagnetic loot, I don't care. Right? That's not one that I'm excited about. Okay? That being said, it'll be helpful for some people. That's fine. Whatever. Everything doesn't have to be for me. I don't care about this. All right? I would have bought the Battle Pass anyway. But that is what some people are saying, Caledon. Q's Cannon is nice, but is it worth $100? Well, people like Everywhere It Matters say that it's not. Because we had the Tantalus Field, for example, that cost $100. Okay? So I think where the bonus or where the argument is going to be matters is that they're basically saying, hey, you can use them both. So it's still an improvement over what Tantalus Field can give you. It might be more marginal, but it's still overall better than what the Tantalus Field can give you. All right? J-Boo says people will buy it when they start losing at PvP without it. I mean, listen, it's going to be...
Well, I mean, that's not going to happen that much.
I don't know. I mean...
It's not going to... It's not... Yes.
I agree.
The people who have the Tantalus Field have a relatively significant advantage over the people that don't.
Sure.
All other things being equal. The Q's Cannon isn't... It's not like people who were winning all the time are going to start losing all the time because of the same people they're up against have Q's Cannon. It's going to be noticeable. It's going to be, if you're fighting someone who is right on par with you, will it give you a little bit of a tip over the edge? Yes. But it's not doing much more than that.
I don't disagree. Okay? I really don't disagree. This is not a big deal for me. And it may be for some people, and like J-Boo, it may be. And listen, I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm saying that it is an edge. It's on top and meant to be complementary to the Tantalus Field. All right? Same as all of these. I got to be honest with you. Can I just be stupid real with you for a second? The Thought Maker is the one that's most valuable to me out of these four.
That's the best looking one out of them all.
It's a common.
I know. It's $10.
All right? It's $10. Guess what? That's a $10 I will absolutely spend.
I got it already.
It goes in a separate slot. It doesn't take a Forbidden Tech slot. B, it's a loot gain. Another 20%.
Yeah.
It's 20% loot gain for $10. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% in on the Thought Maker. The Temporal Conduit.
And it does some other thing I can't remember.
Not real sure. Okay? Cruzito says at the end of the day, they are not game breaking and will not nully the Forbidden Tech we have now, which was the point. It's 1,000% the point. They were meant to be complementary. They were meant to work with Forbidden Tech. So they couldn't be as groundbreaking as Forbidden Tech because that would end up being game breaking. They have to be able to work together. They have to be able to exist simultaneously. And there will be more.
Okay, but like the effect of them, though, I mean, obviously the focus is Q's Cannon because that's when we've got the best Forbidden Tech to draw comparison to, being the Tantalus Field. Right now in the game, you can't get the last tier of the Forbidden Techs because even with a maxed out assessment rank, you aren't allowed to do that.
So that is factually incorrect. All right, it's unlikely. The odds are significantly against you. Like it's like a 5% chance at success. So yeah, you're just
you cannot. It will not let you click the button until you have 10% or more. So it's impossible.
Oh, okay. All right, I stand
corrected. You can't even do the first. Yeah.
I stand corrected.
So if they came out with a Prime that was like Prime final tier of Tantalus Field, that would be more impactful. Just 5 more levels of the Tantalus Field would be more impactful in PvP than I think the boosts you're getting from Q's Cannon.
I didn't know about the below 10% because I don't have any of them there. I'm nowhere near it. So
yeah,
you
get some high enough that it drops below 10 and it grays out. It won't let you until you bump your assessment rank up.
That's
and if
crazy.
You have a max assessment rank, you still can't do that.
Enter in the improvement with Chaos Tech. Absolutely no assessment value. All right. You've got the
Well, yes.
if you've
it's
got the
that
currency, you upgrade it. There is no chance. There is no pass fail. You just press the button and you upgrade it. Okay. That could possibly be an improvement as well. You are also seeing the new currencies, as we talked about. Chaos Tech fusion rods, which perform the exact same function, removing and unlocking the slots on your ships. The Chaos Matter instead of the Proto Matter. And the Chaos Tech reactors, which are essentially like the tier-up catalysts. Okay? So they perform very, very similar functions. They behave very, very similarly. You're just taking away the chance. All right?
Yeah.
If I had research trees with what's in Q's canon, would you get it? Yes, and that's my point. You're exactly right, J-Boo. These move the needle. That's actually what I was saying to Matters. That's what I was saying to Matters before this thing, before we even started today, is if this thing was maxed, and obviously it's not, and it wouldn't be for very, very cheap, but let's just pretend that you had a research that was going to give you a net damage reduction of 15 to 20%. That would be a research that people go after. Well, that's what this is. It's very expensive, you know, because you're not going to get maxed for $100, but I mean, nonetheless, you'll eventually get there. So, Lost In says, I love the smart speed ups. I do as well. The smart speed ups are great. It's fantastic. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something here in just a moment so I can turn it off, the notification, and never see it again. Because it'll just save me clicks, and I love that. I love that. Yeah. The officers this month, we'll talk a little bit more about a little bit later. But in the meantime, I want to get to the meat and potatoes for me, which is not the Chaos Tech. All right? The meat and potatoes for me is the independent archives. This is what I am most in love with today, and I want to walk through it with you. This is absolutely incredible. I am so pleased that this feature is here. I was actually talking to Matters about this earlier, that I could possibly even potentially be tempted to spend on it, but here's why I won't. All right, and I'm going to show you this. I believe that Jules has been sharing a lot of data today. You guys take a quick peek at this right here. These are your very high-level pillars overview, okay? And here's the thing. I want to spend on this ship or on this building. I really do. But at the same time, I also have to look down here and be like, okay, in 24 days, I'll have the building to the level needed to take care of all of these ships. If anything I was going to do, I would buy the data shards. You know what I'm saying? But 1 month. 1 month is all I got to wait to get mastery on Monaveen. Got to be honest with you. I don't know that I'm going to drop $100 on that, which I know is not what they wanted. They probably wanted you to say, hey, go spend the $100. And a lot of people are. A lot of people are. A lot of people are like, hey, listen, I'll take the mastery, and I will take it now. On-call Doc told me earlier today, he was like, buddy, don't even think about it. Anything that offers more Sigma in this capacity, you just do it. I know. Otter says, don't say that. That's why they hide data from us. No, I listen, I think that it's good. I see this data, and I am really, really tempted. Think of how much Sigma I am going to pass on if I do, in fact, wait 31 days. That is what is actually gnawing at me. I think to myself, I can wait 30 days, right? I can wait 30 days. Anybody can wait 30 days. But how much Sigma am I losing over that 30 days that I waited? Oh, my gosh. It's hundreds of thousands. And that's of Sigma, which has an equivalent of tens of billions, hundreds of billions.
If it helps you feel better, it is going to be $200 to get the data shards to complete the Monaveen track.
Because you got to buy the data shards separately from the building materials. I know.
They do have a combo pack, but it's like a $50 combo pack, and so
it doesn't quite get you there.
But you get less. Like, you get even less doing it
that
way.
Wolfwood says, as a 46, Sigma means nothing, but you're still getting almost 300% of the resource payout. Is that nothing? I mean, Sigma doesn't matter to you, but you're still getting max triple pulls. Max triple pulls. All right. And as an Ops 46, the efficiencies would help you a great deal while you're moving through this loop. All right. For example, this makes me feel like I need to do it. Daystro says it's $90 in Sigma per day that you wait. Oh, God. Is it really?
What?
$90 in Sigma per day?
That can't be right.
Dude, it's probably not wrong.
How much do you get?
A lot. I mean,
Well,
a lot. Let's
like
take a look at it. Here, I'll tell you.
$500,000 Sigma parse deal. How much is it? It's not that much in the polls.
Dude, yeah.
And it gives me a whole bunch of 6-star stuff too.
Hold on, let's just take a look. Here we go. Mine would pay me 40,000 Sigma steel. That's $10.
Yeah, okay.
That's $10.
$10. Wow.
The Sigma Trite so I'm getting 30. So it might not be 90. It might be $30. All right.
How much is in your station pack? That's the comparison, right? Compared to the station pack. So the parse steel to it.
No, well, the parse steel, but not the tritanium and not the dill. I think you got to do those two
that would
respective
be in a
packs.
pack, and that would be in a dilithium pack. But that's also. It sounds like people are also eliminating everything else in that pack. They're assuming that all the 6-star materials are worth $0 each.
That's fair.
Is it what they're? So it's what's in $90% of what's in $100 pack, but the $100 pack is also giving you a lot of other stuff.
So what do you want to call it? $10? Would you call it $10 worth of Sigma?
Sure. I would call it $10 worth of Sigma. I can get on board with that.
Okay, yeah. Well then, over the course of 30 days, that's $300
for you.
By the way, guys,
me, it's not. My pack gives me $500,000, so it's even less for me.
Well, that's true because the Monaveen skin scales. Hang on one second, Tarpy. The Monaveen skin scales. It's most valuable for a 61 and decreases in value as you go up. But there's also the efficiency of the building itself.
Of the button click. Yeah.
Which is extremely, extremely important when you're talking about the efficiencies of Sigma. Let's take a look at the building, just getting it to level, what is required for the Monaveen? Level 30. So let's just take it to level 30. That is a 100% Sigma resource cost efficiency. 100% non-Sigma.
More than the Sigma you get every day.
And a 50% material efficiency. I mean, that's just massive. Tarpy, go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to finish that thought. What do you got?
You're good. I was just you said it actually in the sentence right after that you have the skin. So my Monaveen, the same thing for my Monaveen, since I don't have the skin, gives no Sigma. So that's not necessarily like even a calculation you should have. Because that's an extra $100 you'd have to put in just to have the access to the Sigma.
Well, that's fair. That's certainly a fair point. I think that most G6 players are going to tell you that the Monaveen skin is kind of a no-brainer. All right, it becomes, as an Op 61, the Monaveen skin is probably one of the most important packs you could buy. I think.
How long is it actually going to be impactful? Like, I went 61 this weekend.
Oh, buy it.
So
if you went 61 this weekend, absolutely buy it. All right. It's. I mean, I would imagine that
Strider earmuffs.
Huh?
Strider earmuffs.
Sorry, Strider. Yo, Tibbs, what's going on? Tibbs, how you doing? Tibbs, welcome into the show. Tibbs, how you doing, Tibbs? What you doing?
DJ,
Tibbs, thanks for the raid. Appreciate you guys popping in, and all of your loyal Tiberians. Appreciate you guys being here. What's going on? Yeah, listen, the Monaveen skin is probably one of the most important fresh Op 61 packs that you could buy. It's a must-have. If I were categorizing all the ship stuff and all the packs that exist in the store that are ongoing, right, that don't really lose a lot of value as time goes on, the Monaveen is going to be probably a top 3 or top 5, if not the top one.
I have a question. You've got 5.2 million Sigma power steel, 1 million Sigma titanium, like way more than I do, of everything.
I have not even started my G6 progression, dude. Not even begun. And we looked at Spock's Club here a week or two ago on my account. If I was going to do what Jules is telling me I should do, I'm literally tens of millions short. Tens of millions.
Yeah.
Game Junior,
but
great
that's
question.
Straight to Op 67, right?
He's going to 66. Game Junior,
66.
Brilliant question. What is the projected time for free-to-play to get the building to level 30? Great.
Oh,
Look at this. We know the answer. The answer is 24 days. Isn't that awesome?
And it's not even ops-based. Everyone gets the same 400 every day. There's no, like, the G6 are getting it up faster than the G5s and the G4s. It's just a straight-up, everyone gets the same amount and grows at the same rate.
It's beautiful.
Unless you choose not to upgrade the building.
24 days to get to level 30.
Yeah.
I mean, holy smokes. Where do you get the shards from? I'm going to show you. They are a daily redeem. So I just now built the building. So guess what? Coming on over in here into my gift section, I am now going to have a new bundle in here. 2 new bundles, in fact, inside my building resources. One of them is for building materials. There it is. I get 400. Okay? And that is an everyday drop. I am also going to get archive data shards, which is also an everyday drop of 50. All right? And those will scale with level of the building. So, yeah, 24 days on that. Carissa says, thank goodness for the claim all button. Yeah, listen, that's great. That's great. So I can get another couple of levels out of this thing right here today. And I'll remind you that much like a lot of the other buildings, your rewards will reset and change on every 5th level. So what is it, at level 6? Then it will pay. No, that's not true. Level 5. At level 5, you'll get a new refinery bundle. Okay?
Yeah.
And
just of the data
right.
shards, not of the building materials.
That's correct. That's correct. Of the data shards. Also, I'm going to remind you that there is a code on the website. All right, so let's go redeem the code.
Cue surprise.
I got to log in as me because I'm logged in as somebody else right now. Hang on.
Oh, don't say that on stream.
That's fine. That was still my login to the dev account, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot then. Probably not a TOS infraction if they actually gave you the login info.
That's right.
To log in with. You're safe.
All right, what was the code? Q's surprise?
Cue surprise.
There we go. Boom! Another 400 building materials and a couple of Q shards. Okay? So, I believe that I'm going to come back in here and let's level this building a little bit. All right, we're going to start taking our efficiencies here. And again, once I get it to level 5, I'm going to pop back in and grab something out of that refinery, which I will be able to do right here. So at level 5, I'm going to come back into my gifts tab, and I'm going to get more data shards. Boom, there they are. Okay, and now it's going to give me 75 instead of 50. Tarpy says, from level 0 to level 8 of the building, my academy dropped 1,000 Sigma steel. That's going to be significant throughout the whole of G6. I don't disagree. Don't disagree. It's a big deal. Okay? So, there we go. And let's just keep on going. How far can we go? Looks like I'll be able to get one more level. There we go. So, I made it to level 7. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a mission out today that is giving more. Crazy says, did I buy the building pack? No, I didn't. I took it to 7 instantly and natively just by unlocking the building. All right? So, everybody could be 7 literally right now. And if I'm not mistaken, Matters, there are more in the mission, right? There's a mission that gives a few more, I believe. By the way,
think it gives you the data shards, not the building.
Love what they did with the mission folders. Oh my god, so good. You guys see this? They're collapsible. Oh my god, dude! I'm just telling you, the QOL this month, long overdue. Long overdue.
Very nice.
But super great. Super great. Don Zeno says you can take it to 8. Hey, wait. Whoa! How? How did you guys get it to level 8? What am I missing? I only got it to 7. And I'm short 90. No, I didn't do the mission yet. That's what I just asked that, guys, if there was some in the mission. So that would be... Oh, I got to go to the holodeck and claim it, I guess. Which one is it? I thought I already claimed it.
No, it's I don't think it's in the holodeck. There are some other ones in the holodeck too, but the one that you're looking for, it just gives it to you, I think,
right
in
here.
a gift.
Personal records. Personal records. Wow, that's all jacked up. All right, well, yeah, it's in here. Personal records. Do this one. All right, do this one, and you're going to get more rewards.
And that one does not count towards the complete missions SMS. So for those
it was
of you
just
that
to
wait
unlock
until the syndicate event to do your mission, you can do this one, and it's not going to screw how much syndicate XP you'll get.
Plugster, the data claim is in your gift section, specifically in building resources, which means your claim all button will do it.
Yeah.
Okay? So, there you go. I'm still wondering how you guys got to level 8. I guess it must be that opening mission. I guess I'll have to run through that tonight. The code, the gift code for the website is indeed Q Surprise. I've pinned it in the Twitch chat, so you guys can see that as well. Now, let's take a look at the ladders inside. These are what I was talking about, these archive data shards. This is what's going to take a little while to get this unlocked. I mean, if you go through, you're looking at a lot of data shards to get the mastery, okay? But once you do, the mastery button over here is going to kind of show you everything that you're going to get out of this thing, all right? Which shows the Sigma because of the skin, as Tarpy points out, but also the regular resources, 70 billion dilithium, 3.3 trillion steel. Guys, these are equivalent to triple max pulls. All right. Not only that, but you take a look at the benefits that I get every single time. And these all stack, by the way. These are not replacements. They stack. So 250, 200 is 450, plus 200 is 650, plus 150 is 800, 950, 1,050, 1,150, 1,250, 1,325, 1,400, 1,500 Apex Barrier in a Syndicate-style research tree. That is 1,500 PvP Apex Barrier, absolutely grindable and free, and it just turns on, just automatic. And all of this, that's exactly right, Captain Planets, without having to do any of the Monaveen loop. Not only that, but the cost efficiencies will actually help you upgrade through the Monaveen faster. I mean, daggone, dude. It's great. Not only that, but if you look at what's required of mastery, tier 12, let's go back to the chart that Jules gave us. Maybe you really want to pay attention to the ops locks here. You can't even max a tally. You cannot achieve mastery until Ops 58. All right? So if you're not Ops 58 yet, you're going to want to look at either Voyager or Monaveen. What's more valuable? And by the way, I did want to come in. I want to take a look at the Voyager one because there's been some question about this today. So there are the commerce insignias. Voyager parts. They're the... those aren't all of them, are they?
All of what?
Those are just the ones that show up in the uncommon, not the rare. You know what? Let's go back here.
No, they're in the rare. They're in the rare. That's all of them. That's both the uncommon and the rare. All those artifacts show up in both. I don't think there's
Yeah, I see that.
nothing else that shows up in the rare one. They have the same artifacts. It's just different pull amounts for each of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Higher chances of getting the dual generators and the higher rarity ones in the rare pull than the uncommon pull.
Where is my dual generators? I'm actually kind of rethinking this now.
Maxed.
Oh, it's already maxed. Well, then I need to reconsider a decision. What else comes in this thing?
Narendra, tendril fragments.
I mean, is there...
The
If you have the artifacts maxed, does it
if
do
you've got
anything?
the dual generators maxed, yeah. Well, you get fragments, right? The artifact. What are they called? The remnants.
Game Junior, what am I reconsidering? Scopely offered me a free mastery track. And I was like, okay, well, I'm looking here. Monaveen I can do on my own for free in 31 days. So I asked for the Voyager one because it was going to cost the most, right? Like, they're giving me the data shards. So they were just, it's the most expensive one. So obviously that's what I asked for. I think I'm going to stick to my guns.
Yeah, stick to it anyway.
Because they're going to give me the data shards for it. So yeah, I got that's what I did. I ordered the most expensive one. Because like I said, I can get the Monaveen on my own. But you're kind of right. This particular chest actually is not going to offer me anything of value.
Commerce insignias and artifact remnants.
Commerce insignias. Well, listen, Commerce insignias 300 a day. I actually can't complain with that. I mean, 300 a day, that's not bad.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of ship XP in those.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick to my guns.
Parts, but
I think I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stick with the Voyager one. Yeah. I'm going to stick with the Voyager one.
Yeah.
Why does it pay Voyager parts? Because that's what the refinery pays. You got to remember, this is a complete replacement of what is in the refinery. So look in here at the anomaly samples. It gives research particles. It gives Voyager parts, and it gives all of these. These are meant to be pure replacements for the loop, meaning that Mastery continues to provide you every ounce of the value that the loop gives with zero of the action plus. I say plus because if you look at Monaveen, for example, here's the steel bundle, all right? 1 trillion. And here's a good example of what I've been able to do. Now, I am lazy. I get it. I'm lazy. But I only earn 400 of the Queen's Favors a day. I do a double pull here for 200. I do a double pull here for 200. That's it. I never do this one because it's just too damn much grinding. Okay? I just don't do it. So
I know you have to click the export efficiency button every single day to be able to do that one.
I'm not doing it. So I do 400 a day. But if I were to max this refinery, I would need 1,500 a day. 1,500. Okay? So when I say the refinery mastery plus, what I'm saying is they're paying me the 38,000 Sigma steel and 3 trillion. That's a triple pull. They're paying me the 3,600 dill and the 70 billion dilithium. That's a triple pull. That's another 500. They're paying me all of that. So for me, my mastery is a massive pay increase.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They're paying me to eliminate this loop and go do something else. Now, you're absolutely right, Mage. If you don't have the Monaveen skin, you don't get the Sigma. Totally agree, but you still get the 1,500 favors worth of raw resource. All right? I mean, you do.
So if they're gonna give you all the data shards for one of the tracks, Why not get even though the Voyager one is more expensive? Well, you can just use those on the Monaveen track, can't you?
I am going
to
to stick to my request of Voyager because there's two ways that they can do it. One, they can just give me the data shards, in which case I'll do whatever with them. But even if they just unlock the track, that's still the most expensive one. And I am okay spending 31 days to get my Monaveen unlocked myself if I decide not to buy a pack, which I may do. All right? Because the independent archives for me are highly, highly valuable. Let's take a look at this day one pack.
I agree 100% with what you're saying. I'm just saying that what would be best for your game, having looked at what you get from the Voyager track, wouldn't it be better for you to get the Monaveen in 26 days, because that's how long it takes to get the building up, instead of 31? You'll get to pull that pack 5 days earlier, the bundle, and it's just going to take you a little longer to get the Voyager one done, which you don't particularly
that may be true
about too much. I mean,
that's true.
Why not at least get the thing that's going to help you faster instead of just eliminating the one that's
Game
going
Junior
to take longer
agrees.
if it's not even going to help you.
Game Junior agrees.
Yeah.
You're not getting G6 ship parts out of there. It's G5. So yeah, I think I might have to. I think I'm. You know what? You're right. I'm going to flip it. I'm flipping it. I'm flipping it now.
Yeah.
I'm flipping my choice, please. I'd like
They'll
to
be fine with it. It's less cost to them.
All right.
And I just did the math and everything. So for me, the Sigma that I get from the Sigma power skill that I get from the Monaveen bundle when it hit mastery is equivalent to 7% of what's in the $100 pack.
Yeah.
7.25. And that's again assuming that everything else in the station pack is worth nothing. So I'm changing my valuation of what I get per day from $10 to about like $1.50.
All right, that's fair.
At 64.
That's fair. It's most
61,
valuable at 61 for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
At my level, it's $1.50.
Lost In says the message that you get in the refinery after mastery is lazy. Show me what you're looking at here, Lost In.
The message.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. So what he's referring to was what I showed in the video where your Monaveen refinery disappears. Okay? The reason that they said that they weren't doing that is because there were two reasons.
There, right?
Well, not for Monaveen. Everything does come out. But if you look at, for example, the Borg one or the Botany Bay one, there's still a few items in there. So they didn't want to turn off any of the tabs. There's two reasons for that. One, it still allows them future expansion. And two, not all of the refineries were going to be emptied out because there's still going to be some bundles left. All right.
Right, like the Commons Insignias and the Borg Solar Armada.
But correct, Game Junior, you will not be able to double redeem. And for the record, I voted in favor of that. All right? Remove that refinery. Remove the clicks. That was what this was supposed to be. I did not want, and Scopely agreed, I did not want players to feel like this was a double dip mechanism and not eliminate any grind. Because if we still ground, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all would have felt like we had to. Cruzito says boo. Juby says boo. No!
Too bad.
Too bad.
DJs was right.
RSD says boo! Sorry.
Oh,
it defeats the purpose.
Why do you guys want twice as much of those things?
They
anyway?
don't. They don't.
They're just trolling.
Cruzito says, just because you don't grind, don't ruin it for us. By the way, I just voted in favor of this. This was their original design. They asked what I thought. I said, good.
Love it. Perfect. Don't change the thing.
That was me.
Yeah.
Biker says, what if you have unspent tokens such as Queen's Favors? If you max out the refinery, they lost. Yes. But, I mean, so here's what you do. Just start doing max pulls right now. Just start doing max pulls. You're not going to have this ready to go. You're not going to have mastery for at least a couple of weeks unless you pay for it. All right? So you might as well just blow all your tokens. All right? Blow it all.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not grinding anything anymore. I'm max pulling things that I wasn't usually, just in preparation to having it all disappear.
Vic says, what level of the building should be with 0 spent? So mine's at 7, but everyone's telling me 8, but I haven't done the welcome mission yet. All right? I haven't done the welcome mission yet. Groovy says, does the Monaveen skin have diminishing return as you advance in G6? Sadly, yes. It does, because it doesn't scale. So the amount of Sigma that I'm getting right now is the same amount of Sigma that you would get at Op 70, which is kind of poor design. So if I come back in to the archive and take a look at the Monaveen, whether you're Op 61 or Op 70, you're still only getting these amounts of Sigma. So
it's based on shift tier instead. Like, just like the other polls. So it would be even less if somebody was G6 and didn't have a max Voyager.
I mean, how long is it useful? I'm going to tell you this, Tarpy. Now with Mastery, hey, Beck Likes Plants is here. Beck! Mwah.
No, she's not. She says, I am not here.
Okay, that's correct. I see that she is not here. Okay, that's fine. Here's the deal. As Jonathan Ingram is going to say that it had reverse scaling, and that's bad. On-call Doc is going to say always take any Sigma you can get. Jonathan Ingram agrees with that. I believe, Tarpy, that they have extended the value of the Monaveen skin simply by adding Mastery. One click gets it all, and they're not going to turn down extra Sigma. Now, if Jonathan Ingram was a level 70 and had not yet purchased the Monaveen skin, I don't know if it's worth $100 to him. You know what I'm saying? But as a 61, as a 62, as an early G6 player, it's 1,000% worth it, and it's never going to not be worth it because it'll continue to pay for itself well beyond its initial point of investment. Does that make sense? So, where does it stop being useful? If you buy it early enough, never. All right, but I don't know. What would you say? Where would you not buy it if you didn't already have it? Probably 66 plus, probably.
64.
64, so probably that. Yeah.
Wherever I am now.
Lost In says, I don't know. I disagree. I'd go all the way to 70 with it. Lost In says he would still go to 70. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
Thank you. Real Party says, I think that's probably relatively accurate, DJ. Cruzito saying 68 or 69. Ethics says, why wouldn't you buy it? That's mental. No, listen, I'm saying buy it. I'm saying that let's pretend for a second that you were level 70 and you had never bought it before, that you're brand new to our community and you bought your way to 70 and you had never listened to education and you were like, oh, Monaveen skin looks great. Then I would probably say not to, because the
Oh my gosh, my name is Beck and I like plants and I'm a valley girl and listen to me do all the things on a radio.
DJ show. It's DJ show. So what I would say then, thank you, Dr. Juby, for the bits. Thank you. Mac Attack, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Oh my gosh, you guys getting ready to start another hype train. Beck, have a wonderful dinner. Hey, by the way, kudos to the team. Today was a good launch. Like, just straight up, today was a good launch.
DJ, what is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm in a very good mood today. Thank the team for me. All right. Good QOL. Good smooth launch. I like the features.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
job today.
My name is Beck and I like plants and I'm a valley girl and listen to me do all the things on a radio.
DJs.
Oh.
It's DJ show. Yeah, good job today. I'm very pleased with the launch today. Game Junior says it didn't feel smooth. I mean, I wasn't on right at event reset, but everything that I was reading in chat looked like it was relatively fine.
It got a little laggy and glitchy.
Galeo says triple maintenance. Okay, it was not triple maintenance.
Oh yeah, no, they're doing another one tomorrow. It's triple maintenance.
Well,
You
then
mean
it,
tonight.
You didn't read that?
then it was only double maintenance technically because the first maintenance just got extended by 30 minutes.
No, they're adding another one tonight.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
No,
double.
so
That's double maintenance.
No,
That's
they did
two
Monday, they
maintenances.
did Tuesday, and now they're doing one tonight.
The
That's
first
great.
one had nothing to do with the arc. Now let's not get picky.
No, that's true.
Had
They didn't technically tell
absolutely
us either
nothing to do with
way.
the arc. That was just database management.
I don't
Shut
know.
up,
They
Otter.
didn't tell us that. They just said maintenance.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, you guys complaining. I don't care.
Always.
It's still maintenance, says J-Boo. All right, fine. I would rather them have more maintenances and less stuff break. That's just how I'm
But we
gonna
get
look
more
at it.
maintenances and still stuff break. So
What broke today?
we get the
Movie
worst
has
of both.
a good question.
Damn you,
Um,
Benny!
Lu-
He
Yeah,
likes it when you just
Cruzito.
talk over him, Turkey. You just have to talk louder.
Hang on a second. God
I don't
bless
do
it.
that.
Shit, I'm going to mute Discord. Hang on a second. I'm trying to get to all the things. Get away out. Stop it. I also want to point out, yeah, I like this one too, Cruzito. The, damn it, where are they? The Daily Goals has a new faction filter. So you guys don't have to
that's
do
nice.
you don't have to do the negative rep thing that you don't want.
Oh,
Broken
did
Wolf.
you
For people
not
like me, it's
update
one
your
more
thing?
click.
Because your mission should have a new look
Yeah, he
too.
was talking about
Yeah,
that.
we already talked about that.
But okay,
The
you
last
must have
one.
clicked on something different. So Groovy asked a question. If you could pick one between the building and the Monaveen skin, which would you do?
Not the skin.
Yeah.
It has to be the skin.
One,
The
like,
building.
A building pack for the new building? The skin, for sure. The
It has to be
building-
the skin. The building provides you the benefit upon having the skin. Do you understand the hot tour coming out of my mouth? Hot tour.
And you'll get the building anyway up to the level you need it to be. You will not, like, in 31 days, you aren't going to magically have the skin if you pay for the building pack. So it's either pay for the skin and wait for the building, or pay for the building faster
You
and
people
never
are
get the skin.
horrible. Like, actually horrible.
They
Easy.
are.
Between those two options, it's pretty
They're all
easy.
freaking
I mean,
horrible.
I don't value the skin as much as everyone in chat and DJs does, but between out of those two things, definitely get a skin.
Thank you guys for the hype train. You guys are already finished and through level 1. Thank you, Lost In, for your bits.
Wait, they're talking about the Monaveen skin still, right? Not the
Yeah.
not the new skin. Okay.
Yeah, Monaveen skin.
Yeah.
Dave Stro says, how about that
Just wanna
free
make sure.
rare Chaos Tech? I mean, I'm not excited about that one. But
Yeah,
I don't play
Texas
I don't play
awesome.
I don't play the Monaveen loop, which is why I
Good
am
for-
so excited about Mastery, because I hate the Monaveen loop.
Mhm.
So there's that.
Good for people who are still working the loop.
Shiny says it's not free. That's true. It costs $20 in the battle pass. Am I posting what chart? Says Andy. This chart? Yeah, I can. You want it? I'll put it in the graphics room, courtesy of Jules, Quazel, and Blue. I'll throw it in the graphics room for you.
I'm surprised you hate that loop since it's literally put the ship out and leave it there.
Because it never survives.
Oh, maybe my ship's tougher than yours.
Well, no, just you play overnight. I don't have a lot of passive time. I want to go kill my hostiles for 5 minutes and I want to be done. You know, and if I leave it up there, then somebody just comes and kills it. Because we live at war. We live at war. And listen, to be quite frank, if you're living at war with somebody, Texas space is the #1 place to go hunting because it's you know that their ships are
Oh, yeah.
unattended. You know it's unattended. So, yeah.
Easy pickings.
Doc says just buy the Mona stuff using the normal export credits to keep the loop running. No, I use them for other things. And that is true, Wilson. We've all seen how squishy I am. I am squishy. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate the hype train. Wait, why is it going into ads? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. It's snooze. It didn't go into ads.
What they should have done in Texas space is also give it the hazards like in Omega, like for the have a hazard covering all of Texas space, and only Monaveens have resistance to it. That would have been cool.
Well, maybe. I can see that. Lost In, thank you for your 200 kitty bitties. Iron Chef, thank you for your 100 bitties. Your kitty bitties going into the jar. Mac Attack, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Rico, thank you for the bitties. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting the hype train. 2 minutes left on the clock. We are 10% through a level 2. Throw a couple of subs in there, and we'll make it to a level 3 again here in just a minute. Yeah, Carissa says we auto grind scrappers there. Yeah, that's why I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I buy a lot of other things. I have no surplus of common credits. Yo, Lost In, thank you. Look at Lost In coming in with the 5 gifted. Yeah, Picard says no hazard in Texas space. I think I would be in agreement with that. I wouldn't want to take that away from people.
Just take a little bit of, add a little bit of danger.
It's meant to be passive grinding space. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Risky.
If you put hazards in there, then it's not passive.
Keep the passive grinding.
No.
Make the Monaveen.
People passively grind other ships.
Other ships for XP.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Papa Smurf, thank you for your 100 gifted. Thank you. Enterprise 1701. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. All right. So, mastery. I dig it. I like it. And honestly, so maybe, and again, I wasn't in the game very much earlier. I didn't know about the video help thing, so my fault on that. You want to call it triple maintenance? That's completely fine. You know what? I am still, regardless of what you guys say, if that is all, if it was a help button problem, if that's all that we really had today, then I can't be that fussy about it. Not only that, but how rare is it that we actually get content that we're excited about? And look what it does for sentiment. All right? I am excited about independent archives. Therefore, I am more forgiving of other problems because I am so freaking stoked about the independent archives. You know what I'm saying? Yet Lost In says, I'm totally sold. Mastery month is already the best month of the year. I mean, you realize how many clicks it's going to save me, save all of us. Because not only, you realize, and this, by the way, is silly. This is kind of fickle. But, you know, when you get multiple archives done up here, you don't even have to click into them because, look, you've got another claim all out here. So, like, I don't even have to go in and click this mastery. I can be out here and I can click that mastery. So, Otter says, I'm still waiting for content to be excited about. I mean, if you're not excited about mastery, I don't know what it would be. To be honest with you, I don't know.
I am so positive.
Mastery is something I've waited
energy
on for so freaking long. Darth Trevor, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I've waited on Mastery for a really freaking long time. I'm very happy that it's here. Captain Bull says this month gets an A on QOL alone. Well, I mean, listen, it could really turn south and, really quick. It could go sideways real fast. But they got a real solid start. They got a real solid start. So I mean, I'm good with that. Thank you guys for extending the hype train. 2 minutes left on the clock, 10% into level 3. Captain Bull says, don't care. Hey, I know. I mean, it's good. I'm digging it. The only thing better than this content will be G7.
Right, that's impressively large.
It is impressively large. Thank you. Let me demonstrate for you the smart speed up, which I love. Okay. Right here, I can click the button. I'm going to cancel this. Now, normally what I would do is I would say, okay, I'm going to do 9 of those.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
Thank you, Lost In. Then I would come down here and I would do 3 of those for the other 9 days. And then I would do a 3-hour, then a 1 hour, and then a couple of 15 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Instead, I'm going to press the button. It's going to tell me 9, 3, a 3-hour, a 1 hour, a 15, a 5, and 3 1 minutes. All to get me down to my 5-minute timer. Boom, done. Love it. And you know what else? I can save another click by just not showing the message again. Boom, done. So now it's going to take me to my 5 minutes. And on my next research, check this out. On my next research, I'm going to click it 1 time. Boom, done. Back to the 5-minute timer. Free, gone. So freaking nice. Now, you know where this is going to be great? You know where this is going to be super great? PvP. Building blitzes. sniping leaderboards. Okay? Now, J-Boo asked a really good question. Now, again, I've already apparently voted 20 seconds left, 33% through the level 3 hype train. Thank you. Can we get to level 4? We've got like 8 seconds left. Why do we need to click free, says J-Boo. Okay. Listen, I already said that I personally voted to remove the refinery, so you guys think maybe I'm in the doghouse already. All right? Damn. Thanks, dude. Thank you, dude. Oh, my goodness. Lost in, keeping it alive, dropping 10 gifted. Roger Workman, thanks for your 28-month resub on Prime. And now you've reset the clock, and we're 75% through a level 4. Foxfan says, wowzers. Thank you. That is incredible. I know, really cutting it close, right? So, here's the next thing, okay? What was I even saying? I lost in, just totally took my train of thought.
We need to click free because otherwise it would use up 5 minutes more speed ups.
Yes. Well, okay. So, J-Boo, here's the answer to that. Just like I might be in the doghouse with voting to remove the refinery, which, by the way, was their decision anyway. I just supported it. Plugster dropping 5 gifted. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Oh, my God. You guys are killing it tonight. And now you're up to, what, a level 5? Thank you guys so stinking much. So here's why they did it, J-Boo. And by the way, I supported this move as well. They said, we're going to calculate it down to the 5-minute timer because we don't want players to lose their 5 minutes. And by the way, 5 minutes, especially in Sigma, matters greatly. Okay? Still matters greatly. So, if they were going to do it without your personal input, they wanted to retain the 5-minute timer. Captain Planet says you can still overspend speed-ups and not have to click free, so it doesn't really matter, and I don't disagree with that. However, the reason that I endorsed letting it go down to the 5-minute timer is simply because if it's free, you don't want to have the company perception that they're taking away your free 5 minutes. Okay? Further, it was also discussed about just skipping that UI altogether. But you and I both know. You know it, just like Beck says. You know it and I know it. If they had skipped that, people would have been in an uproar assuming that Scopely was taking away the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you couldn't see it, you would have assumed. And by the way, there were still people in chat that counted their speed ups today.
All right. They pulled the right amount.
That's right. People counted their speed ups today to see if it actually worked. All right. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. They intentionally did that, Spectre, because they were trying to prevent people from thinking that the 5 minutes were being taken away. And no, I don't blame them at all. That's why I voted in favor of it. Leave the 5 minute there. You know what? You're still saving me a ton of clicks. You're still saving me a ton of clicks. Maybe eventually I'll be okay getting rid of one more click. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with this click. DK says they can't code well. What makes you think they can make a calculator that works? Well, they did. I mean, yeah. You're not wildly wrong, okay? But I mean, it does still work. It does work. J-Boo says they could just say you don't lose your 5 minutes in the first ever notification. Okay, yeah, people would not have bought that. people would not have bought that.
They just would have clicked OK and not read it, and then assumed later that they lost it.
That's right, lost in. A broken clock is right twice a day. They got this one right. York says, DJ, is it only me being disappointed with Vindicator sourcing? Will there be additional sourcing of BP outside of the event store? Listen, they told us even last month that it was going to be in the arena PvP store. Like that, they said that right up front. I put it in a video that it was going to unlock in November in the arena store.
That's what I kept telling people all month who were complaining and saying they weren't going to do arenas. I was like, well, I mean, if you don't
let's take a look.
And you don't want it, which means you don't want the fleet commanders, then sure, don't do them.
Well, let's take a look here. So
But
what does it actually cost? Here it is. Because I haven't looked at it yet.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is an expensive credit cost. That's an expensive credit cost. So I don't know.
Ooh, for 2.
I am so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
It's pretty expensive.
So it's expensive,
Yeah.
and that's on top of all the faction credit efficiencies that we were praising the other day.
Huh?
So, like, that's the same currency as the faction credit efficiencies for ships.
Well, listen,
faction
I'm
ships.
not opposed. Okay,
Yeah.
for the record, I'm not opposed to it being the same currency as the favors. I'm all about choice and I'm all about sacrifice. I'm all about that. I'm just saying the amount that you actually get. Okay?
Right.
Like,
So it'll take longer for both.
well, I'm still okay with that. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, I mean, that's no different than the NX, right? That was uncommon
Sure.
export credits, which were used for a plethora of other things in the export store. So that's fine. It does seem like a lot, though.
I'm just saying that most people aren't triple pulling this chest. Most people are single or double pulling it. And the amount of uncommon credits you get is only 360. And if I'm going to come in here and spend, 360, I mean, what they're basically saying is 100. If you single pull that chest, 100% of your income has to go to the ship. I don't like that. All right.
Yeah, for 200 days.
Not only are you looking at that, for 200 days. Not only are you looking at that, and the reason I say people aren't double pulling or triple pulling the other one is because you also still have this 8-hour problem. You have a severe restriction on who can play. Steven Zarin came to me and said, well, I'm never getting that ship unless I buy it because I literally can't play in the 8-hour window. So he can't even earn the currency to do the pulls to get the blueprints. And there are other people that are going to say that. Now, Shiny says just play in arenas. I get that, but this is where we come down to the 8 hours being a problem for some people.
Daylight savings time screwed me. I lost my 20 minutes.
There you go.
Went from 4 to 12 rather than 5 to 1, so I couldn't get home from work in time.
And Otter, you're exactly right. My pool is because I'm already at the valued reputation rank. It's going to be a little bit less for those who are lower than that. So here's the deal. They said it was going to be here, and it is. For that, it's good. I do think it's vastly, significantly overpriced given the availability of the credits. And the availability of the credits is directly dependent on being able to play in a feature that, sadly, only 15% of the player population engaged in this past week. Now, you tell me where the problem is on that math. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying the 8 hours is a problem. It was like 16 or 17% of active player accounts got to play in arenas this past week. Okay? And by the way, that number could be a little conservative, J-Boo, because we're using that calculation based on people whose arena rank changed, right? Either went up or went down. If you played, let's say you played and your rank somehow miraculously stayed exactly the same, then you would be excluded from the calculation. The only way that we've got to calculate is based on whose arena rank changes. It was like 17, almost 18%. All right, the 8-hour thing's a problem. But even still, if you take that 18% of players who can play a little bit, and then you lock this ship in this store, which, by the way, I'm still okay with, you can't make it cost 100% of the income for 200 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just woof. Rico says mine stayed. I couldn't achieve gold 1. No, your arena rank didn't stay the same. All right, let me rephrase. Your category rank did, but your numerical rank did not stay the same. You have a numerical rank. Wolfwood says, my rank didn't change. Yes, it did. If you played in any one single battle, your number changed. You stayed in the same
You've got to like win one battle and lose 4 or
I'm
something.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a way to do that math
to be able to stay the same, but you're still within the same rank despite that number. But it's a very exact number of wins and losses you have to do to end up with the exact same number.
Falcon Paul, no, I'm not going to say Vindicator is a 2-year ship to acquire. That's not the math. The math is 200 days on single pulls or 100 days on double pulls. But that is virtually impossible for the vast majority of players.
Is there a premium on the doubles?
Huh?
Is there a premium on the doubles?
Yes! Yes, there's a premium on the double, too. So the single chest is 360. The double pull is 960. By the way, 960.
So you have to triple pull.
Yes! 960 is a triple pull.
It's a triple pull, and you have to triple pull every day, and 100% of that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think it's too expensive. I think it's too expensive.
Well, there you have a pride for that. Now,
God matters. You're gonna get forked. If they were gonna buy the Prime, I'd say just buy the daggone ship. All right, but yes.
Well, yeah, fair enough. But it also does kind of increase the value of the pack to get the ship, knowing just how painful sourcing is.
Benny Hill says that ship will be an event store ship, and I hope you're right, but I got to be honest with you, it probably won't be in the next one. They've been pushing things a couple of ideas.
Yeah, they never show up in the one right after. So we're looking at
Shut up, Honor.
December.
I'm not saying you're talking about the Prime. Yeah, no, I think Matters is being silly. Just buy the ship if you're going to do that. But
March or April probably in the event store.
But here's the thing. Now, there are other things. But again, this all comes down to buying the ship, right, J-Boo? He says, I bought it for Lorca skill points. Again, don't buy the Prime, just buy the ship. Okay? There are no circumstances under which I would choose the Prime over the ship. Why the hell did I get a tomato? That was Matters. Throw it at Matters. Okay?
The Prime, like the Arena Prime?
Yeah.
To get more Arena credits? Well,
instead of the
I will
ship?
buy the Arena Prime. Okay. If I didn't have the ship, I would buy the ship first.
Yeah.
I will get the Arena Prime because I don't get to play in arenas that much. The 8-hour window does not work for me very well on a Monday, and so I'm gonna be. It's gonna take me forever to progress
Here's
through that.
The thing, man. I'm real torn on this. All right. The Prime mathematically and functionally fits my definition of an acceptable Prime, which means it's not, a gated thing. It's just speeding up your progression. That fundamentally gives it a pass to me as a Prime. Why am I getting stuff? What is happening here?
Because I'm not on the screen.
God, throw it over there if you want to throw it at Matters.
Yeah.
Here's
Indicate
the thing.
a portion of the screen that's Matters' face.
Matters is right now. Matters is over here. Okay, right here. He's the logo. Throw it at Matters over here. Here's the thing. I am torn on the value of this Prime. I don't care about it being there ethically. It's fine. It's a speed up. It speeds through the progression. That's fine. I'm glad it's there. I am wondering if it's going to make that big of a deal. Okay, follow my thinking here.
Okay.
Damn it, Falcon Paul. Instead of 363 credits, I'm going to get 520.
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking a difference then of 180, right? Is that what I'm saying? I'm going to get 180 extra credits a day.
Is that 50% more?
That's 50% more. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, these things take 20,000. 24,000, 23,000, 15,000. I mean, I need hundreds of thousands of these credits.
Well, whether it
150 a
takes a
day.
lot or it takes a little or it takes whatever, it's 50%. It will cut the time it takes to get it by 33%.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of how long that it takes.
Cool.
It's
You're
a 33%
right.
reduction.
You're right.
in-
7 years is better than 10 years. This comes
Exactly.
back.
Well, it would be 6 years and 6.6 years, actually.
Oh, my God, Matters, you're killing me tonight, dude.
Sorry. Okay.
This is not... again, we're talking about its worth. It's already morally ethical, right? It's fought because it just speeds up progression. Is it worth $100? No, I don't think it is. Me personally, I just don't think it is.
I know that my progression is going to be slow through this, and that is going to speed it up by 50%. That being said, it doesn't really reduce it by 33% because there will inevitably be other sources of the credits.
I agree.
That aren't just from the polls. So it's actually not even that good. So I'm going to end up not buying it because my expectation is there's going to be other sources of these credits.
Darkfire says the question should be, is it worth more than the Disco Prime? And I would say that the answer is actually probably yes. I think.
Is it worth more than the Disco Prime?
I still haven't bought Disco Prime, and I absolutely simply refuse.
Yeah.
I'm at least tempted by this one. I'm at least tempted by this one. You know, but I just don't know. So, I don't know. Daystro says monetarily they're not even equal because the Disco Prime's $450 and this one's only $100. So that's true. That's fair.
Now, assuming it maintains that 50% extra. Do we like how many credits are you getting once your rep is maxed?
Well, we don't know.
Do we have a chart for that yet? Does anybody know yet?
I don't think anybody knows.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
because if you get like a big boost in credit pulls once you've maxed out the rep, then this prime might be more viable. I don't know. I guess we'll know when we have more information.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't have enough information for me to actually buy it, but I do see
I do
see everybody else doing double or triple pulls of this bundle every day, and I've been doing singles for a week and a day now.
Yeah. Yo, Aardvark guy, thank you for your resub. Appreciate that very much. Very cool of you. Let's see. Terran Rep. Okay, yeah, you might be onto something here. Okay, so it is in the info button. Thank you, Kill First.
Okay. Well, that's good. I didn't even think about that.
So the most uncommon credits, all the way up at Platinum, is only 800, which means it would give you 1,200 with the Prime. I don't know, dude. I just feel like if I was gonna drop money on this, I think I would want it to be a little bit more pronounced. 6 years instead of 10 years is not enticing to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's the uncommon credits.
Yeah.
800.
Well, that's it. That's what matters is the uncommon credits. Daystros, that is based on a single poll. J-Boo
so
says
the color. Aren't
J-Boo,
the common credits here the green ones? Sorry.
What?
Go ahead. It's based on single poll. Yes.
J-Boo says, does it not scale with faction rank? No, just arena rank. How many people will get the platinum? Very, very few. Very, very few. And that's what I'm saying. Let's assume you get somewhere in the gold range. Then you're talking anywhere between 460, between 410 and 580, which at best would get you another 270 credits per chest. And you know, when you're talking now 270 credits per chest, If you do triple pulls, then that's only 40 days for you to unlock one favor. You see my point? Like this is what I'm saying. Like 7 years is no less or more exciting to me than 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was looking more like, mastery, where, hey, we're looking at 90 days on all these. And by the way, I'm here to tell you, there will be other ladders added to this before 90 days is up. All right. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be impossible, free to play, to have enough of the data shards to keep up with this thing, if I'm guessing. So, if we're talking about a 50% boost in data shards, that's a totally different conversation. You see what I'm saying? But we're talking about a credit progression here that's going to take hundreds of thousands, if not north of a million of these credits. At the very least, hundreds of thousands of these credits. So an extra 200 a day does not feel good to me. Does not feel like it's worth $100. So I'll probably skip it, to be honest with you. It doesn't. And again, by the way, if you buy it, good on you. I'm not saying that it's not worth it to me, but as a prime, it is acceptable. You're paying to speed up your grind. Now, how much is that speed up? Like, how much of a speed up is that grind? That is worth it to you to decide. This is not a prime that I don't think should be here. I just don't think it hits the value mark for me. You see what I'm saying? I am totally fine with it being here. It is an acceptable prime. It is not pay-gated. It's not content that's locked behind a paywall. It is just speeding up progression. It deserves to exist. The value lies in the eye of the beholder.
You'll be using it for the next 7 years.
Well, there is that. All right. There is that. So, yeah, now that is fair. Shiny says, I don't think Arena should be stealing the thunder of this arc so far, and I don't disagree. We were talking about the Vindicator, which is absolutely related to last month. It doesn't take anything away from how I'm feeling about the independent archives. Just not.
No, not at all.
Lexel says all packs are behind a paywall. Yes, but what that pack is sourcing is grindable. It's sourcing credits, which are free to play grindable. All it's doing is speeding up your acquisition of the credits. So that's acceptable monetization. Daystro says, so in summary, does that mean you're mad about the Vindicator skin? The Vindicator skin is providing access to officers that need to be sourced in a pay-only fashion. So what he's referring to is the fact that Beer and Vial have been added to your Vindicator refinery if you pay $100 for... I'm trying to find it. For the Vindicator. Where is it? Vindicator. So many skins in here now. Where'd it go?
Second row of the epics. Second from the right. Middle row.
There you go. Gorilla.
Second from the right. Straight on till morning.
Still straight on till morning. Yeah. So it adds Vial and Beer to the Vindicator officer acquisition and increase the number of rolls by 1. Bubba Joe warned about this actually a really long time ago. You remember when they put Lorca in the Discovery skin? This is the same thing. Yeah. I don't think I feel as offended by it. All right. I don't personally feel as offended by it, but I know that players will because it's the exact same thing as Lorca in the Disco skin.
Well, he was also in the G4.
Not initially.
Rare.
Not right up front. Not right up front. He was added to it later. All right. Right up front, the only way to get Lorca was in that skin. So, do I think that Vial and Beer will show up in other places? Absolutely they will. But right now, it's paywalled. So,
yeah, right now. But I assume they'll show up in other places too. And
because of that, to me, it still kind of feels like speeding up the grind. Because I don't think anyone would.
I don't know. I'm a little bit torn on that one. But they are very fresh officers,
Great.
so it deserves a little bit of time. It does. It doesn't deserve 6 months, but it does deserve a little bit of premium access. All right. That being said, yes, thank you for the observation, Mimi. I did forget to finish the Vindicator event Thursday and the Thursday before that. I have not pulled Vindicator chest for 2 weeks because I forgot. Here's the thing. This Vindicator, just the whole thing, just doesn't excite me, man. Just doesn't. It's just not a good loop. I'm not happy with the loop.
Lorca points.
I know, yes, and that's valuable. The Lorca points and the Sloan points, they are valuable. I'm not saying that they're not. It's not been the highest priority to me. Lexel says it's 2 solo G6 Armadas, and I get it. I do. I truly do. I would do it. It just wasn't. I forgot, and it wasn't a high enough priority for me to remember. I just forgot. I know. Gosh, guys, leave me alone. I just forgot about it. It just wasn't a priority. Bennett says, I'm excited to see the bug fixes for Alliance tournaments from the patch notes. What, in action? There's no Alliance tournaments, buddy. What are you talking about? Yes, my shield is down. I should throw a shield, just in case somebody decides to come and pop me. Now, I'll tell you, we haven't spent any time at all tonight talking about these new hostels, and holy smokes, are they hot. Yeah, these things are great.
Yeah.
Now, they punch real hard. Now, just as a quick reminder, the hostile loot comes out of the chest. All right, so you just got to kill them. You do not use a loot crew on this because that's not where your loot's coming from. Okay?
Yeah, the chest has like double or something with the.
Lexel says they are not hot. You're just too weak. Listen, that's not from me. That's not from me. On Call Doc even said that they were stout. He's a 69, I'm pretty sure. Okay? Yeah, it's ribbon space, Nexus space. Guys, come on. It's the Nexus. All right. Oh, what, Lexel? What, Lexel? Lexel saying they're not soft. Yeah, they're not hard. Yeah, the hell they are. And by the way, I can kill a 60 because I did it during the playtest, but I'm only going to be able to kill one. I'm only going to get one. So what's the strategy? Punch down. Vic, yes, I know I can kill a 60. I already did it. All right. But yeah, the idea is to punch down. Because again, the loot comes out of the chest. All right. Comes out of the chest. All right, Lexel, how many did you kill? How many did you kill to get that? Wait, are you serious right now? Oh yeah, you're doing the interceptor ones. Yeah, the interceptor ones seem to have a soft spot. I'm not even entirely sure that that's not a bug. Just throwing it out there. For some reason. Shut up, Viper. Wait, so you used boosts. And you're using Lorca's Fist. I mean, come on, man.
They're so easy. I just had to use every single possible thing in my ass. And
I had to use a Max Ford and Cerritos, and I was stinging the hostiles too. And I used Lorca's Fist, and I got 8. I'm kidding.
And double tapped them.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. No, obviously you did really well. That's crazy. I mean, that's pretty good. I have heard that the interceptors are a little bit softer. Yeah, no exo though. He didn't use an exo, so everything's fine.
I think that I don't know, but it's possible that the interceptors are just softer because you can kind of get around their their ability with flocks.
Well, let's check these things out. All right. Here's the
Maybe
Explorer.
they have less life, so less, because the ability is a ramp-up damage when you're burning, and they burn you. So if they're living longer because they have more health,
burn you.
oh,
The
just
battleships burn you.
I was looking at just that one. Okay.
Yeah, the interceptors cause hull breach and ramps up their critical damage, and the explorers give them self morale and boost their isolytic damage.
Just out of curiosity, even though it doesn't specifically call it out, wouldn't assimilate work on these guys?
No, because their assimilate reduces officer abilities and
not ship abilities.
Like hostiles always have ship abilities. Yeah.
Critical chance increases by 10% every time it hits with a weapon while the player is hull breached.
Is it just crit chance or is it crit damage?
Crit chance.
Because depending on where your research is with that new crit damage reduction when you hull breach the enemy.
And they got a crit floor.
They have a crit floor of 150%.
Of 150%. So, yeah. So you can't reduce their critical damage at all.
So I'm going to try to kill this 60, which I got it. Oh yeah, guys, hold on a second here.
What'd you do?
Oh, Scopely, no, you didn't. Tell me it ain't so. Hold on, I got to kill a battleship now. Hang on. Oh, Scopely, this hurts my heart. All right, guys, I'm going to show you my battle logs. Here's my first one.
Good.
No sweat. Here's my second one. No sweat. Here's my third one. No sweat. Now, here's what I'm going to say, and I'm just. Silvertap says, "Don't tell him." No, this was obviously a conscious choice. This was obviously a conscious choice. Doc, are you in the chat? Doc. I'm just going to keep yelling for him. Somebody get on call, Doc. Doc. Are you here? They've nerfed these hostiles, haven't they, Doc?
Hit a 62. You're up 62. You should be hitting 62s.
No, I'm telling you, during the playtest, Doc and I talked about these. These were punching so hard. You know what? All right, you want to get super nerdy? You want to get super freaking nerdy, folks?
Yes.
Part of effective testing. Guys, when I play tested, I used my account. It was my ships, my account, my Nova building, everything, mine, me, my stuff, and I. So I'm telling you, it was different.
Okay.
And I can prove it.
Because I screen recorded the entire thing.
Because I exported battle logs from the playtest.
Ah. Nice.
There are screenshots. I've got the playtest. Look, these are 62s. These are 62s, and they were beating the crap out of me.
Wait until you kill a 62 now.
Okay. Maybe they're the same. Picard says
see
don't
how
punch
much
down.
easier they are.
All right, that looks a little better. Maybe they didn't nerf him. Yeah, so here's a 62, and it just zapped half my hull. All right, so maybe it's the same. There you go.
Yeah.
So who bet that I couldn't hit the 60s? Come on.
I don't know.
Otter says DJ's wondering why he never gets another play test. No, obviously they didn't. I thought that they nerfed him. I forgot that I killed the 62s. But look here. I've got battle logs for 58, 60, and 62. So that's what I did. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think I can get to the 60 Yeah, I can't even get to the 64. All right. So let's go back in and check these out. Let's check these out. Let's look. So the one that I just killed.
64s are way harder than the 62s.
I can't even get to them.
Like I can't kill. I
Whoa.
die on the 64, and I handled the 62s pretty
Whoa,
easily.
what is happening here? You guys seeing this on the stats page?
Oh yeah. No, that's been happening all day. Trying to scan these things or going in the stats I had to screenshot. I had to scroll down and screenshot to be able to read it.
All right, well, let's just take a look.
Yeah.
Isolytic damage, 0%. Yeah, they're not throwing any isolytic. And they have no isolytic defense.
They don't have base isolytic, but their the Explorer ship ability is increasing per shot.
Okay, I see it. The ship increases isolytic damage every time it hits a weapon while having morale, and of course, it gives itself morale. So the isolytic damage is going up 15% for 2 rounds. So let's see how many rounds this battle went. 5 rounds. So it ended up with, what, 30%? No, more than that.
No, it's per shot.
Yeah. So let's just go. Let's go to round 5. Oh yeah, it is only 2 rounds, so we just need to look at round 3, right? Yeah. Isolytic was almost. It looks like 85%, guys.
Yeah.
75%. So kill it hard, kill it fast. Kill it hard, kill it fast, everybody.
And to do that, you got to punch down.
And to do that, you got to punch down. Now, I'm being told that the interceptors are easy. Let's see what it looks like. You know what? I can see why they might be. They don't have isolytic.
Right.
These have no isolytic.
Yeah, but isolytic is... My isolytic defense is 71.2% when I don't have any officers boosting it against hostiles.
Well, let's see what does better. I lost half my hull on that first one.
It's the exact same as max mitigation for me at the moment.
Oh, guys. Interceptors are the way to go. Here was my Explorer. I lost half my hull. This one was damaged, was it? Oh, yeah, it was. Crap. Okay, let's find another one. Sorry. Didn't even notice.
Yeah.
All right, that one's full. Let's go check this one out. Let's watch and see what happens here. Yeah, that was still easier than the Explorer. All right, let's try a battleship. Ooh, that one killed me. So, yeah, the interceptors have a soft spot because of the isolytic, or the lack thereof. Because, look, wait a second. The battleship increases standard damage? How stupid is that?
Yeah, like that's not... The standard damage is whatever. I think...
Huh.
I don't know how many different things there are in the game.
No. Carissa says that that's increasing net damage. Are you serious? Let's check it out.
No.
All right, round 1.
Well, it is for them because they don't have their base damage is their net damage, right? For hostiles, they don't have any other damage boost. So yes, it would be net damage for them.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Right?
Look how big it's getting. That's impressively large. Oh, yeah, guys, it's getting to the point where it's dealing 180, 200 million shots.
Yeah.
Now, look here. I did get... Ooh, I thought it was supposed to have a floor.
Wow. That's a big one right there. That's impressively large.
No, only the Interceptor
Only
has a
the...
floor.
No, it was the Explorers that had the floor, wasn't it?
No, the Interceptors. The ones that cause hull breach. Those are the ones with the crit damage floor.
By the way, I'm just going to smart repair that. Great. Love it.
Right? Love that button.
Love that button. Interceptors have the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Their damage doesn't increase. What increases for the interceptors is their crit chance. So they're more likely to crit, but their critical shots are whatever their base crit damage is, like 150% plus the hull breach. But it stays like that. It doesn't get even bigger and even bigger and even bigger. It just happens more and more often.
yeah, Silver Tab, you've got it.
Those crits still don't get nearly as big because it's not a constant increase of the damage.
Yeah, Silver Tab, that's why you were going against the interceptors. You were using triangle with the Valdor.
That helps too.
Against the interceptors, so that's gonna do it. I'm still kind of confused. Yeah, I get it's the net. Was there a round cap on this? No, there's not, is there? It just goes. No, it says 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Well, then why did it keep getting... Oh, because that was all inside 1 round. That was the second round.
Yeah.
Dude, these shots got up to 200 million by round 2. They started at less than 100 million. Holy crap. Well, you know what? I like it. I actually really like it.
I do too. They're tough,
finally a little bit of
fun.
Q-jitsu. Battleships are the tough ones. Explorers next. Interceptors are the easy ones. Well, there you go. How about them apples? Now, I would have figured that out eventually with my battle logs from the playtest. I just didn't have a chance to finish going through all of them because I was super busy. So, but we would have got there. We would have got there. K92 says, I wish the 70s were stronger. They're too squishy for you. No, they are not. Are they seriously?
No way. Really?
We had a level 70 in the playtest. He said that they were sufficiently strong. He said he was impressed with the strength. I mean, he said it's more challenging than anything else that exists in the game. Cruzito says, yeah, but we can't use you as a measuring stick. Why not? Why not? We'll see how much loot I got out of those 6 hostiles. 140,000. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Party says, wait, are you talking to me? I don't spend that much. I'm not a whale. How long ago was the play test? Like just a few days ago. We played the final client before it was launched to you guys. But again, J-Boo, I play tested with my own account. I cloned my account to the dev server, so everything would have been the same. Like, there was nothing different between what I'm doing right now and what I was doing then. So, yeah, the interceptors are the way to go. Followed by the explorers. The battleships are the biggies. Now, see, even that one still took 20%. But again, you don't need a bunch of these. You don't need a bunch of these. You only need a couple, 2 or 3, to do your refines for the day. I should have pulled... Oops.
10.
So here's 2. We'll just divide it in half. 35,000 Chaos Tech from 1 chest.
Mm-hmm. Versus how much are you getting from the kill?
Guru says you need a lot more than 2 or 3 for a double pull. Okay. Let's take a look. Let me go in. You guys, and you're trying to hit stretch goals. Is it any wonder why they removed the refineries from the mastery loops? You guys,
Right.
I mean, is anybody actually surprised by that? I must have the full executed stretch goal on day 1, hour 1, minute 1. All right, let's see what we got in here. So 6 of them got me 140,000. So I'd probably need 12 for a double pull. I mean, even that is not that bad.
Yeah. Not too bad.
12 or 13 for a double pull.
Yeah.
Darkfire asks what crew. Me personally, I'm going with Max Isolytic right now. I will probably, it's not a punishment, Cruzito. It's a replacement. It's a sunset. It is literally not a punishment. They're paying you the exact same minimum and in a lot of cases extra for doing absolutely nothing. It is not a punishment. I don't know how you think that that's a punishment. That is ridiculous.
You're allowed to still go out and grind these things. You don't have to stop. You just don't get anything else for it. If you enjoy it, go kill a bunch of Texas class.
Zero Galactic says Pike Moreau E Data was my best crew. That is currently what I'm flying. It's Pike Moreau E Data. But there's probably there could be some stuff that I tinker with and just see. Cruzito, that's the whole point. That's what it is. The grind reduction feature. All this time, all these years and months, we say, eliminate old grinds. I don't want to keep doing. There's too much to do. And now, oh my God, I just can't. I can't with you guys. Can't do it. He wants to increase his grind. Scopely, scratch the whole feature. Scratch it all. Cruzito wants more grind, not less. We got that wrong. More grind. Yes, more. No, Cruzito, it's not player choice. Not this case. This is sunsetting of content and not removing your rewards. Andy says, but they're going to replace with new grinds. Isn't that the point?
Mm-hmm.
They have to develop new content.
Yeah.
What we were complaining about was them stacking the new content on the old content. Now they're getting rid of the old content. Balbum. By the way, remove all the claim alls and triple the clicks. I need double confirmation on every refinery pull, please. Every single one. Yes, I am sure. Yes, I am really sure. Yes. Confirm. Acknowledged. How many is that? 6 clicks? That's not enough. I need 10. Give me 10 clicks per bundle, please. Cruzito wants it. By the way, can you add more pips while you're at it? Can I get some more pips, please? Hey, and you know what? For good measure, can you just remind me that my treasury is full? Even if it's not. Just remind me that my treasury is full, please. Oh my God, I'm getting tangled up in cords right now.
Assault, that would be super as well.
Do what?
If they could gate new content behind assaults, that would be great also.
Can we have more assault events, please? We need events for assaults. That was such a great feature. Why did you abandon it? That was such an amazing piece of content. We really should do more assaults. Oh, by the way, while we're making a list,
I'm so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
While we're making a list, do you think you could do something about increasing the lag? Because this game is far too stable. This game is way smooth. All right, I need at least 40 more crashes per hour, and I don't ever want to be able to see ships. The board cube is the only one you got right. Okay, I need all of the ships to not move, please. I got you guys. Don't worry.
You're the best, man.
Hey, by the way, what? Sorry, I don't mean to be too greedy. Could you add at least 30 more currencies this month? I feel like we didn't get enough currencies. That could just be me. I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ask for too much. I'm just, listen, player experience and all, right? That's what I'm trying for. I got you. I got you, guys. Don't worry about it.
Time-sensitive 8-hour events. We could use those.
Can you shorten arenas to 4 hours, please? No. We don't need more. You know what? Remove the banding, too. Remove the banding. Listen, it don't matter. It's all about strategery, right? Level 40s can totally tackle a G7 player. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it. Just remove all the banding. We'll dump everybody into 4 hours. And you know what? Put it overnight. That's when people are resting, like when they're sleeping and stuff. So you know they're not going to be doing anything else. They're not going to be at work because they're supposed to be sleeping. So you know that they'll be available. Got you. I got you.
If I could double,
I'll actually take that.
Subscribe to this, I would.
Oh my God. By the way, I feel like it's unfair that you're not making more off packs. You think you could raise the price 15%? You just call it a handling. You don't have to increase what's in them. Just raise all the prices. Just raise the price. You deserve it. Pat yourself on the back. You did a good job. Oh, and hey, just for the cherry on top, could you add one more maintenance tomorrow? Mwah. You're the best. You got one in the morning, but do one in the afternoon too, just for good measure. Okay. I got you. Okay. Is there anything else? Anything else you guys want me to ask more? Because holy crap. I mean, that was a shopping list right there. Okay. Oh my God. Remove all sliders while you're at it. Okay, I'm just kidding. Not going that far. Don't get crazy now, guys, okay? Don't get crazy.
I am so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
Oh, all the positive energy. Hey, you know what we haven't had in a while? A multi-tiered Prime. Yo! Let's go! Oh, God. Oh. No, I don't want to talk about Lorca right now. Having fun.
Bring back the Volta Latinum.
Oh, my God. What did I do? Okay, hit the wrong button. Okay. Back to business.
Turned into a comedy show. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's right, Raj. Tomorrow after maintenance, all those things will be in play.
Yeah.
Someone's been listening who does not have a sense of humor.
Oh, God.
Apparently, they want all these things.
Yeah, that's what they said.
We
Look,
can do this, right?
clip it. Go back to the chat. You can see everything. It's fine.
This will eliminate all complaints. Apparently. Let's just do this. This seems easy.
Oh, God. Viper says, can you tell us more about that G7 I just mentioned? What are you talking about? Did I say G7?
Nobody said G7. Who said G7?
Did I? I didn't mean to if I did. I don't know anything about G7. Except for that it'll inevitably come at some point, but I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Leaks! Leaks.
Next month.
Oh, my God. This is beautiful. Okay, hang on a second. I want to see this in the game. What are we? So I saw this earlier. Some people were talking about this daily pack, which, by the way, this is just absolutely brilliant. Whoever made this.
Oh yeah.
By the way, did you read the disclaimer? Very small disclaimer that contradicts everything else said in commercial that is stated very quietly and fast in the last 2 seconds of the commercial that would probably prevent your grandma from buying whatever this is if she could see or hear it. I mean, how awesome. They even got the disclaimer right. But no, in all seriousness, is there some kind of a daily pack? Why would...
Yes, a limit one daily pack that gets you, I believe.
Where is it?
About...
What? It's a daily buy. So why would I do that instead of... It's
only 20% of the cost of $100 pack, and it gets you about 10% of the materials.
No.
That's great.
So hang on.
It's a payment plan.
All right,
is what it is.
let's look at the
High interest
reactors here.
payment plan.
$1,400 in $20 pack.
Yep.
And the $100 pack has 24,000. No, that's not right. That's not right. Wait a second. We're not comparing the same currency here.
No, you were looking at reactors before, weren't you?
Let's look at the protomatter.
No, wait.
3,400. 3,400 protomatter.
Uh-huh.
To 34,000 protomatter. That's curious.
Yeah.
Well, no, listen. In all fairness, we do ask them for cheaper packs. There's always going to be an incentive to buy up. At least there's a $20 pack.
I agree.
Okay.
Just calling it a daily special with a 1 per day limit.
It doesn't say special.
Doesn't it?
It says you can buy it every day.
Oh, okay, that one doesn't. But well,
Yeah. Saying.
yeah, but go to the right. Go to the Independent Archives Daily Special is what the other one is called. There's one for the building
Oh, I see it.
material as well.
Oh,
That one is
in the
actually
pack
called the
title it
Daily
says special.
Special.
Yeah, I see it. At least it's a $20 price
It
point.
is a $20 pack. That's true.
Mhm,
It is a
mhm,
cheaper pack
mhm,
available for people that
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
can spend less
mhm,
or want
mhm.
to spend less. That is true. I just the wordings that they use makes it somewhat comical.
Man, this pack would get me to my Monaveen real quick.
In 30 days.
No,
Oh, the
not
$100
even.
one.
They're
Yeah,
gonna- they're
okay.
gonna
I thought
give-
you were looking
they're
at the
gonna give
daily
me one.
special. Yeah. Well, they're going to give you the data shards, right? So all you really need is
There's
the
the
building material.
building
so
would
get
get
the
me
building
there.
material pack, not the combo pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The Independent Archives launch special.
Oh.
Is there another one just for the building?
Well, that,
Yeah, no, it's not as good. Yeah,
There
you want the
is.
launch special.
Yeah. Okay. So it is a combo pack, and it's also better
Yeah.
for both. That's good. That actually is a special. That one deserves the word special.
Oof.
Get the thought maker.
J-Boo says, is the Scopely giving it to you for free? They're giving me the data shards, not the building level. So I got to get the building level.
Yeah.
If I spend $100, I could have my Monaveen tomorrow. Because they're giving me the mastery. Omicron says, do the $10 one. I know, I like this one.
That one's nice. And for $10, why not?
$10
$10 for 20%.
20% loot gain.
Eventually 20%. I mean, it's not 20%
I think
out
I'm
of the
gonna do
gate,
it.
but still, that one's
I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one.
definitely worth it. The $100 one is not worth it. Don't buy that one. I can.
Hey, what's up, Quazel? Dude, we've been showing off your charts tonight. By the way, I have more. Hang on, I'm going to get distracted here for a second. Let me come back. I canceled that window. Hang on. I've got more stuff from Jules and Quazel and Blue.
Yeah. More
See if I can
charts.
find it. See if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's go over what we learned today. All the data. Wildstar! What's up? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Crispy Pete, thanks for the prime. Aardvark God, thank you for the resub. Man, you guys crazy. You guys is crazy. I know, I'm thinking about a Q. Really, I am. Dang it. All right, let's take a look at what we've added into the Chaos Tech Refinery, the hostels, all the stuff. Look here, all the data. Look at this. How beautiful is this thing? All right, I'm going to pin it in the graphics room. I've got 4 different links for you guys. Boom, there's one. Forbidden and Chaos Tech and Trials. Okay, it's there. You got all the data Got all the things. Okay, you know what else we got? All the data, all the buffs for all the levels, all the way up for the brand spanking new independent archives. Look at you. Look at you, Quasal. All the pillars, all the bonuses, all the research efficiencies and the building efficiencies and the things. Look at this. Even projected upgrade times with the pillars and the efficiencies there. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This one. The specialty building master overview in the graphics room. Boom, shakalaka. You know what else we got? We got updates to the Mirror Universe refinery. Why? Because they've added a new prime, which I'm not entirely sure why anybody would need right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not 1,000% sure about this one right now. Okay, but there is new categories with the prime and how much liquid omega trillium you could get. I think this one doesn't have a worth until they add more bundles.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're going to add more to the liquid trillium or omega trillium store, and that is when we might see value in this prime. But right now,
I concur.
Definitely not.
K92 says they really need to put a disclaimer on those cheaper packs that they're less efficient. Some people just buy all the packs assuming they're good. I love you so much, K92. That's hilarious. Thank you for your 31 months. You are the best. Thank you so much. Appreciate
it's sad
that.
because I know people that actually do that.
Carissa says it doubles the liquid D.
No, the liquid omega.
Yeah, it doubles omega trillium D, not the liquid D. Liquid omega trillium, not D. Take D out of it. We get confused because of trillium A, trillium D, and then omega. It's only omega. Has nothing to do with D.
Yeah.
No D. No extra D. No extra D for you, Carissa. I know you're wanting more D, but this prime ain't going to do it. There are other things that you can invest in if you need more D. Just saying. Okay. But this ain't one of them.
Here do not represent the feelings of all the penalties.
Damn it, Broken Wolf.
I don't even want to talk for the next 2 minutes. I'm just going to take a commercial break, and I'm not... Obviously, I was talking about Trillium D, Q. What the hell is wrong with you people? Goodness gracious. Me, oh my. Newton says, hey, DJ, if the Botany Bay is maxed already... Can you get all the rewards, even if not at master rank yet? No. You will be able to proceed. God, I sound terrible. You will be able to proceed through the mastery loop, getting the benefits, okay? But until you get the archive to level 16, you will not be able to unlock the mastery bundle, okay? Can't get the mastery bundle until you get to archive level 16. However, let's just go ahead and punch through mine. 1. Yay. 2. Yay. 3. 4. 5. 6. And right there is where we fail, right there. Because I'm not archive level 8. And then I'll be able to get 12, and then I'll be able to get 16. Once I do that, then I'll get the mastery bundle. What is the benefit of going through these? The buffs to data mining, obviously, because that's what you need to do. Okay? So you get these extra buffs as you go along. That is the incentive to work through the tiers. But you still have to have archive level 16 in order to max the tier. You're very welcome, Newton. Squirrel count. Squirrel! Where is the red data in the mastery bundle? Because red data, if I'm not mistaken, was only given to you to get the officers, right? So here's the thing. You got to remember. Let's go in and take a look at the rogue augment. Augment is what it is. So where do you spend red data? You only spent red data specifically on the augment credits. Well, they're giving you those, so you don't need it. That was the only place you spent it. Everywhere else took credits or took green data. Even the green data that they're giving you could buy you more credits. All right, so that's it. That's all you needed. The red data only bought credits. Well, they're replacing that. They're pulling that out. So the archives, really, truthfully, probably don't even need to give you green data, but, you know, whatever. Heck with it.
I think they give you the green data because you can also use that for the Eclipse Directive, right? In the road store.
I think so.
So they can't
That's
eliminate
They can't eliminate the green data because you can use that for the outlaw store. Outlaw.
Exactly.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
It's a fun word to say when you sound silly. Outlaw. Okay, anyway, now back to the mirror universe. I'll put this in the graphics room because, by the way, this is still the Bible to the mirror universe. And lastly, the Terran store that simply added the Vindicator claim right down here. You know what? I don't know if I have edit authority, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and turn that brown because it's poop. Can I turn that brown? I'm going to turn it brown because it's poopy. Why is it pink? I don't want it pink. I want it to be brown. Brown. Very poop-colored brown, please. Why is it? No, that's not even the right color poop. Okay. Why can't I make it brown?
There's a right colored poop?
Custom. That's... Why does brown look pink? Let's try pink. That doesn't look... All right, you know what? I'm having a hard time here. Can somebody log in and make this brown? There, that's not even right. Quazel, can you make this brown, please? I can't do it right. There we go. That's close. Odysseus, why are you throwing poop at me? All right, there you go. It's brown. That's the color of poop. All right. That's the color of poop right there. You know what? I like that idea. Yeah, hang on a second. I'm going to throw a nice big poop emoji in here. Hang on. I'm going to get you a poop emoji here, Quazel. Yeah. This is going to look great here. Poop. Just going to put it right there. Okay? No one even needs to look at it. I'm just going to cover it up with a poop. Okay? Quazel, is that okay? Can we just leave that right there? Just leave it. Oh, goodness gracious. It's terrible. It's such a terrible redeem. All right.
It's been 2 minutes. There you go. Questions. It's 10 o'clock. I've been on for 2.5 hours. I'm about ready for CP time. But I do feel like... Why are you sending me that emote? Why? Somebody is sending me something. I don't want it.
I'm just mad at you today.
Hi. Thank you. We did it. Hang on. I got to answer DMs. Apparently, I've got a bunch of DMs in here. Sorry. Hang on. Uno momento, por favor. Missed all these DMs. Whoopsies. Oh, Doc. I love you, man. Where you at, Doc? Oh, no. Hold on. So I just got a message. Hey, how long ago was it that I was making our wish list to Scopely? Was it about 20 minutes ago?
Oh dear. What happened?
So I just got a note, and I was like, wait, what does that mean? And they wrote back, sorry, not watching anymore. Got all the feedback in that 5 minutes I dipped in.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's funny. All right, well, there you go. Listen, you guys asked for it. You guys asked for it. Now you got it. All right? Yeah, the Cruzito. You got it. You wanted to know why they're doing maintenance tomorrow. Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. Hashtag blame Cruzito. There used to be a hashtag blame Havana around here somewhere. Do you remember that? The old moderator on official Discord.
Yeah.
Blame Havana. Now it's blame Cruzito. It's an official thing. All right. Questions. I'm going to get ready to wrap up here. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Because I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover tonight. Oh. Am I giving away battle passes? Yeah, I probably should. Shawnee says, yeah, we didn't talk about this. Are we keeping this battle pass model? I love it. I love it as well. Tarpy, are you still on the stage? I completely forgot about this earlier. Tarpy wanted to come and tell me why I needed to sit down. Tarpy says, Tarpy did math. Let me see if I can find the math that Tarpy did. She did a bunch of good stuff. It was all good. All right, here, I found it. Tarpy says, hey, good night, Fisty. Oh, we're in ads? Sorry, I'll wait a second. Ooh. Burton says Beck's video showed a third Chaos bundle. Yes. The Chaos bundle will show up when you have a maxed... No, wait. That's this one, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's that one there.
Yeah, when you get an artifact, a Chaos Tech unlocked, and you get more of the shards for that one, then it's just like the other one. You've got this overflow mechanic that you can go back and get more materials. Same thing. It's the overflow mechanic. Captain
Definitely
Planet says this is great because you can ops up mid-arc and the event store changes. That is correct. It is real time.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
That's
correct.
True.
However, Tarpy says that somebody is getting a shortfall. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay. So let me read you the disclaimers that she sent to me here. Hang on a second. Tarpy says, oh, she did a Google sheet. All right, let me just pull up the Google sheet.
There you go.
I don't know if I'm going to get access to it or not. Hang on. Nope, I'm not going to get access to it. So she locked me out. That's okay, though. I've got stuff. Here's the screenshot that she did. So let me read you some of the notes. I did the calculations based on Ops 61. I compared Symbiosis 2 and Q's Continuum 1. They're listed as S2 and QC1. Is she on the stage?
I think so.
Tarpy!
Yep.
Sorry, Tarpy. We were going to do this earlier, and then I got sidetracked. I know you're surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
totally.
I can't get in your Google sheet, but I've got your graphic up. This might be good enough. All right, so talk us through. What do you got here?
So, I want to preface, this is Ops 61. I did not look at any other ops because I don't have access to the event store for any other ops besides mine. I can look in SDFC.space for info on other battle passes, but I can't find event store stuff. So if people are looking at this and saying, well, that's not true for my ops, well, probably correct because I can't see your ops.
Can you repeat that in the same intonation?
No. No. So what I did was I looked at how much stuff was in my event store and tried to calculate it for you know, if I just did the 10 pulls versus the 100 pulls, because the 100 pulls have tokens for Sigma, whereas the 10 pulls do not. So there's the 2 boxes in the event store. There's the left-hand box and the right-hand box with no limits on any of them. So, or theoretically no limits. You
There
said
are
your
no
people
limits.
confirmed that. Okay. So, there are the 2 boxes. This is the smaller one. So at least in mine, there were no Sigma tokens in the smaller box, but in the larger event store box, there were Sigma tokens for some of them. So what that means right away is it is more efficient to click on the 100 boxes at a time if you can, compared to the 10 boxes at a time.
What the?
So, yeah.
Cruzito, dude.
Whoa.
Are you serious right now, man? Thank you so much.
That was fantastic.
Thank you, dude.
Well, he found out all those good things you planned for him and got it pushed through to Scopely. So he's really...
Yeah, Scopely's launching maintenance just for you, dude. Thank you. Hashtag blame Cruzito. Money for the kiddos, putting $500 into the Christmas Angel Fund. Thank you so much. That is great.
Hey,
you guys
buddy.
take a look over here. We are almost at $8,000. Can you believe that? We're 32% through the first floor of the Monroe Carroll Jr. or second floor. We already finished the first floor, and now you guys are almost a third of the way through the second floor. We're almost at $8,000. Thank you so much. That is just so amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Cruzito. Very, very, very awesome. All right, Tarpy, back to math. I got distracted for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. You got distracted by something really cool. So if you could bring up my chart again.
It was so cool. Let's see if somebody else could distract me. Okay.
Right? Intent cough cough.
Yeah. All right.
So if you look back at the actual chart at this point, this top box is only for Parsteel. I did do it for Tritanium and Dilithium, but what I noticed last time when I did this a few months ago, and again this time, is the trends are the same between the 3 types. So the different columns are different things I compared, but basically I also compared the 2 teal top boxes are this Battle Pass's worth of stuff versus Symbiosis 2 if you pull the same proportion of mats that would have been featured in a normal Battle Pass. Now, the whole point of this player's choice thing, or this choice rewards thing, is you don't have to do that, but the best way for me to compare was to do that. And what I noticed for my ops in G6 is that the Sigma resources are lower by about 20% compared to the Symbiosis 2 Battle Pass.
So wait, this is if you dump 100% of your tokens? Like how many?
No.
How many
no,
tokens
this
is this?
This is the relative for the amount of ore that you would get. So I'm doing this for the paid track, and there's the little box just to the left of the talking track logo.
Okay, so yeah, you're assuming 5,430 tokens are being spent. That's what QC1
total.
is?
Yeah. So then that's the paid track and the free track together. So just to the left of your talking track logo is the number of tokens. So 2,330 is what I put towards counting how much ore and Parsteel I would get.
Okay, wait a second. So the blue...
So the 2,330 is the paid track, how many tokens I would put towards getting Parsteel and ore if
Tarpy.
I valued them. What?
Tarpy! No! I love you, girl. But you can't do that. You're assuming that you're splitting all these evenly. So
no,
yes.
I'm not. No, I didn't.
You're saying
I assumed that I would split
2,300.
them how a normal battle pass would be split, because that's the way I would have to compare it to be able to compare it to a regular battle pass. I'm not going to actually do that probably, but this is how to compare like approximate value.
So, okay, I totally get where you're coming from now, and now I feel even more like solid in my argument. All right. My argument is, and the argument always has been, there's a premium on choice. If you come in here and you wanted to dip everything into par steel and ore, you're 2.5 times this number. You're talking here, if you doubled it, you're at 4,600, and you've got 5,400 to spend. So
if you dump all of your par steel or all of your tokens at my ops into par steel, you get 218,000 Sigma par steel.
If you did what now?
So in the second page of the Google Doc that you apparently can't open, I did a calculation where you can literally, like, I just put everything into each type to see how much I got. And
it wouldn't be
I could
less.
do that. I'm just I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah, you said 2,300 would give you 244,000 Sigma steel, right?
I'm probably misreading a decimal point. It is 930.
So yeah, if you put all 5,430, then you're talking in the neighborhood of 600,000 Sigma steel, which is over double what you could have gotten in Symbiosis. And again, if you do the proportional split, I totally agree that it's a shade less. Yeah. Okay, it is. If we went and did the math, this is probably overall. If you did the average breakout between par steel and dill and trite, it ends up probably being a couple percent less. Okay, totally fine. I get what you're saying
20.
there.
It's 20% less.
That's fine.
And that's the problem with choice, or that's the trade-off for having the choice.
Yeah, but I mean, I can ultimately, yeah, it's a trade-off. I can ultimately get more. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can get more of what I want. Now, I don't think that it's 20% across all tracks, because you're also looking at all of your raw. Everything stays the same. The only thing that you're losing here a little bit, you're gaining 50. Actually, look here. You're gaining 50,000 in tokens, but losing 50,000 raw. That's a net, Tarpy.
No, I know that. No. So if you look compared to Symbiosis, so it's, let me go to that page.
Yeah, if I'm comparing QC1.
Well, yeah, you're up 10,000 par steel tokens.
Yeah,
right.
and you're down 53,000. Exactly. So your total delta here is only 3,000 Sigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
Oh, Tarpy, I can't be upset at 3,000 Sigma. I can't.
But
and your regular steel is a complete wash. You're down 18 billion. You're down 18 billion in tokens, but you're picking up 18,000 1 million tokens. That's the same.
2 seconds.
Shiny says, no, it's not 20%, dude. We're talking a difference of 3,000 Sigma over the course of a whole month. And that, by the way, is if you proportionately split it. Okay? So that's a proportionate split. One token the other direction lets me make that up with my trade or my preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge.
Look at your DM I just sent you.
Okay. All right, let's pop this open and see what we got here. So, Symbiosis, Part 2, Sigma Trite. And I'm assuming that you're using the same thing that you did over here, right? So you're using
that's just lower in the same
1,870. Okay. So, you're down 20,000 Sigma Trite, but you're okay. So, you know what? In Trite, I can see it. In Trite, you're down 60,000.
Yes, and in dill too.
But again, you set these parameters, right? You chose the breakout. So you've got a breakout in steel. You're down potentially a little bit in trite. You're down potentially a little bit in dill. So we're talking that based on the proportion that you picked, you're down roughly 3,700, 4,700 dill, maybe 60,000 trite, which might not lead to the perfect banding, but you're even in steel. You could adjust it. You could adjust it to be a little bit down in steel, probably a little bit down in trite, and a little bit down in dill. But that's, again, with an equal allocation that you're kind of doing over here with this split. The benefit here is that I'm not limited to any kind of split. I can
Correct.
get more of whatever it is that I want and I need. So
I'm not disagreeing there at all.
Okay. Well, this is not a 20% loss. It's not.
Is approximately 20,000 not a quarter of 90,000?
Well, but this is based on your separation
This
of it.
is this is comparing if I put in
You're
what I would have
you're
the
using
same number of
this math.
tokens. I'm using the tokens that line up with the days that would have given ore, crystal, and ore, crystal, and gas in the last battle pass.
I don't know that you can do that. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, how else would I have been able to, so like I lined up the first and the last milestones to be what I should theoretically have gotten if this battle pass was giving out those resources instead of the tokens.
Okay, I acknowledge.
You
know what? I acknowledge the scientific side of you wanting to allocate it that way, but I think that you're negging yourself out a little bit there because, again, I could have taken 200 of these part steel tokens and moved them over to trite, and it wouldn't have been bad. I mean, you're talking a 0% loss in steel. You are giving yourself a 20% loss in trite, and you're giving yourself about a 12% loss in dill. But I could have given myself a 12% loss in steel and minimized the loss in trite. And again, you
wouldn't know that unless you did an analysis like this. And the whole idea here is that, in theory, if, like me as a new 61, I want to get a reasonably balanced amount of stuff out of this. And
me personally, no. I disagree with that statement wholeheartedly. All right?
Well, I'm a different player than you.
That's true, which is why we have choice. You can get whatever it is you want. If you want to break it out and allocate it the same way that Scopely always would, then that's on you. Me personally, I'm probably going all steel here. Or at least all steel and maybe some dill. Like, I'm not worried about the trite right now.
And that looks like it would be the smart choice because you're not losing a relative amount of the steel compared to the other stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
if you go 100% par steel, you're paying almost no choice tax. Right?
So like that's the problem. And I'm looking down the barrel of 298 out of 150 Selkie BPs. I am mad about not having titanium at the same rate that I would get par steel. Proportionally. Compared to last month's battle pass.
Right, but if right now if you're looking at your game and you're seeing as titanium being your biggest need and you're upset that you're not getting it at the same rate, what you're able to do is, even though it may be at a little bit of a premium, you can still actually get more titanium than you did last month.
I didn't get any
last month. It's going to cost
but
you a little more.
I know what you're saying, but I don't know if you guys are listening to what I'm trying to say is that they are giving relatively less tritanium and dilithium than they would have if this was the battle pass from last month.
You're totally right.
Yes, we understand that.
I will acknowledge that.
That's the choice tax.
I didn't choose the choice tax. That's my problem.
You don't get to choose the choice tax, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean that's a mechanic that they run sometimes especially when you're looking at a mechanic with no limits. I remind you to go back and look at the Dabo wheel. And for the record, players have historically preferred choice, and players have historically acknowledged this choice tax when they do get their choice. I mean, when you're talking about officers, same way. Dabo wheels, players love the Dabo wheel. Balabom says Dabo wheel sucks. Nobody ever says that when the Dabo wheel is here. So
all the officers suck in the Dabo wheel.
Okay, but I mean, we're talking about the choice aspect of it, where you get to choose the resources and materials you want. So, and Dragon Keeper says the Dabo wheel was extra, not a replacement. That is also false. So those were your event rewards. They're comparably the same. All right, it wasn't Battle Pass. It was your event rewards. All right, so yeah, I totally acknowledge your position on here. I personally am not going to quibble about a little bit of tritanium or a little bit of dill or a little bit of steel, depending on your choice.
Well,
because you do in fact have a choice.
I do have a choice. I also don't have the Monaveen skin. I don't necessarily want to look at this. Like, I'm trying to come at this as a quote-unquote low-spend or free-to-play 61 who's looking at trying to get Selkies to mine in G6. And not getting that 20% of that tritanium is actually a fair amount of income.
So my recommendation then would be, if you're focused on Selkies, then give up the par steel.
Get more tritanium. Yeah.
And take the extra
and I understand
tritanium.
that.
Okay.
I get that math. Like, I shouldn't have to have a like that. I also understand the idea behind the choice, but this doesn't hurt Scopely at all to have given us the choice and kept the mats and the resources the same as last month's Battle Pass.
Okay. Fair point.
It doesn't hurt them whatsoever, because we also praised them however many months ago about the inflation.
Okay.
And this is going the other way.
Okie doke.
And as Otter says, it's a paycheck. I can spend it on whatever I want, but it's less.
Okay.
Also true.
Yeah, I mean, I get your points are valid. There's no need to debate it further. Me personally, this is not my perspective is different. That's all.
Yeah. We get that it's less. We've always acknowledged that that's the case when there is any kind of player choice, and it is what it is. It's just always been that way, and it's actually now that you're showing us this, and now that I'm seeing it, I like what I'm seeing. It actually makes me feel better because it's showing me that the tax is less than what I thought it was in my head, which was just based on assumption and my own personal feeling. And it's actually significantly less than what I was expecting.
My particular choice on this, it would be something kind of like what I saw in chat here a second ago. If I have a need, I have a much more capable way of obtaining my need. For example, do I want 4,000 gas, 4,000 crystal, and 4,000 ore, or do I want 11,000 gas? I might need the 11,000 gas more than I need the 4,000 ore. Again, this comes down to what you as a player want or need. I'm sure, like anything else in this game, that there will not be a 100% satisfaction rating on anything that they ever decide to do. But I think that this is going to provide more flexibility to more players than it doesn't.
So I think there's also something else that I just thought of while we were talking about this, that, you know how I talk about there's like ship treasuries versus like there's a research or a building versus a ship treasury. Not ship parts, but like you get more tritanium in the regular one. It might be that they put the tax on the other two, but not on one of them to say, hey, here's some par steel. Not taxed, but the other things are. And maybe if they do this again in the future, they'll change the ratio. Also, something I need to comment because somebody brought it up in the chat. Sugar Fat Man, are the mats balanced? They were within like 0.5%.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
With exception of one thing that was off by 1,000, but it was G4 Common Crystal.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
care about G4 Common Crystal being off by 1,000.
Not in G6.
So, yeah, I'm in G6. I don't care about that. you have to get the dill to get the gas. Yes, Gam. So, like, maybe if they do this again, like I said, they will change the proportion of what gets taxed. But I hope it's in a inflated battle pass, then tax kind of way, rather than I feel like I'm getting shorted compared to what they had last month.
Maybe it was inflated, and the tax is actually way larger than we think it is.
Well, multiphasics didn't inflate, so I would imagine that there was not an
Oh,
inflation.
yeah, okay, fair enough. That's true. Easy way to figure that out. I actually like it's actually like seeing how little the loss is on those things, and it only being RSS and not mats. I'm actually really happy seeing that someone actually did this and showed it to us, and it's
thanks.
I am pleased with how fair I think the tax is, and
I mean,
was expecting far worse.
we're also making some assumptions here that I don't know if they're super 100% valid assumptions. You know, all of this is based on the allocation split, assuming that the milestones have universal and equal value, and that is not necessarily a given. So, you know,
Well,
and then by that token, we're coming down and we're using this split based on an assumption that may or may not be valid. Further, we're also looking specifically at Sigma, which, by the way, is a big deal. Not knocking that. But for nobody else at any other level was any other resource or material adjusted. So, at best, I would say that this is a choice tax for G6. And at worst, I would be willing to pass it up and inquire as to whether or not it was an actual mathematical error. If everything else stayed the same, then it's possible and feasible that it was, and you know, that it's been keyed in incorrectly, in which case we can go and ask and see if it can get corrected. But I don't know what the answer is. But what I do know is that simply the fact that I can get whatever I want has traditionally in this game carried a premium tag with it. So I am not offended by what I'm seeing here, because I can easily make up what the shortage may be based on the fact that I need X more than I need Y.
Yeah, and like anybody can totally value saying, okay, I need par steel, or I just need trite, and still go after the trite, still knowing that it's taxed, but it's still more trite than I had yesterday. By the way, I know you said earlier that the BP is the BP and it doesn't change because it's essentially an event.
Right.
But brought up in the chat, and I think it will happen that it will change if you go up in ops. But
it will.
Yeah. So the event store will change.
Yeah, so the event store will change. It always has. And that is another potential side effect, which is player beneficial, is that you're no longer limited to that pre-arc cutoff as far as leveling up your ops. So anybody who would be looking at progression in the middle of a month, this is probably ultimately better for anybody who would cross ops during a progression event. So there's also that. You look at this as a tax. But what is the average player? There's no way to do this universally. But what's the average player going to gain by the fact that their event rewards would go up in the middle of a month if you cross ops? That is an unknown variable. You're going to increase your payout if you go up in ops in the middle, whereas you would not have in the month before. So
you're 62, right, DJs?
Yeah.
Can you look at yours again?
Mm-hmm.
Just compare it to yours, Tucker.
Yeah. And Destros actually wanted to see this earlier, so this is kind of perfect.
So here's my big chest on dill and gas.
So then, can you just look at the Parsteel one, because that's the one I have up?
Sure. There you go. 12,500 Sigma, 110,000 token, 800 billion raw, 800 billion in token, 1,000 in 1 million tokens. or yet?
Oh, yeah, the biggest difference is the Sigma. Just raw.
How much?
Yeah.
Because I have, well, you have my chart. It's 10,500.
So you're getting an extra 2,000 per pull. So
Yep.
the intangible or the unknown here is how many more pulls would you get at the higher ops level, because you can in fact ops up during the month.
Hey, Matters, what's yours? Because you're 64, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
What are you looking at? The par steel, raw par steel.
Destros, that's
big
not
box.
the case. We just confirmed 61 and 62 are different.
Mine's gonna be jeez, why is this taking forever? Okay, there we go. Why do they have 2 bundles for each?
One is the small bundle without token. You
right,
actually,
right,
yeah. So this is what I put in the video
You want
this
the
morning.
big one.
There is a benefit to buying in bulk.
Yeah, yeah.
Slightly.
Well,
Well, it depends, right?
18,000.
And he's at
At
64. Yeah.
Do you have rare mats?
Yeah. Yep.
For D6?
Yeah, you get them at 64. So 206. No, that's 5-star. 59 rare.
Shaka, you're still 63, right? What do you have at 63? It's Mick Foco. I know they can't change their name in Twitch more than once every 6 months.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Kana. I don't think it's going to change. I think it's probably about where they wanted it to be. I'll definitely raise it. I mean, if it's an error, I'll raise it. But I'm not offended by this. There are so many other things that I would rather fight for, like, I don't know, Alliance tournaments.
Oh, absolutely. Did you see that they put a bunch of, like, Alliance tournament... Okay, Shaka gets 59 rare. Thank you. They put tournament avatar next to your Alliance name and under your player name in-game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you go to the Alliance list...
Yeah, I see that. That's cool.
Thank you, Dragon Keeper.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy.
So, like, are they doing nothing with tournaments if they are doing things with tournaments?
Well, I mean...
Well, no, they're trying to fix it up to get it ready so that they can launch it. I mean, I don't. They never said they've completely abandoned it. They just said that at this point in time, there is no timeline for when it comes back.
I want to point something out in the chat also, and I like this from Omicron. I just went over to look. Omicron says, in my case, choice absolutely matters and will assist me. This is his screenshot for his push to his G5 Epic ship. He needs a bunch of gas. He needs a bunch of ore, but needs no crystal, so he can focus in on his gas and ore. And I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, so I get all the perspectives, but I also, I guess, presume that you can't ever have a 100% satisfaction. But I still think overall, this is probably a solid move. I think. Anywho, all right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for the. You know what? And by the way, thank you for the analysis. I mean, truthfully, that's incredible work.
Yeah.
I just I think that there's ways that players can use that data and still make it work to their advantage.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah. Not to mention too, we don't know what the event calendar looks like. It could be a little fuller. There could be better resources in there. They could make it up in a lot of different ways. So there's that possibility as well. But yeah, I agree that looking at it. No, I don't know about all that, Wilson. He says that's better than a double BP month. No, listen, I'll still take 2 free tracks.
No.
Yeah, I'll still still take 2
No,
free tracks.
Give me a double BP.
Yeah,
any day.
I'll take a double BP any day. However,
I mean,
it's still
there's a reason I put,
good.
Yeah, sorry. There's a reason I put the free column in there every time, because if we got a second free one, you can always add that much
Yeah.
back on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There you go. Carissa says if Rare is added at 63, that's my goal for the month. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not 1,000% convinced that I'm not going to go there. You know, I think after talking with Jules the other night and now looking at this and now that we've got choice, you know, I probably will be able to pull enough stuff to get that done. So I kind of like that. I get to choose my area of progression and focus not on ships right now, but focus on buildings, and it'll get me farther. So, anywho, all right, we are at 3 hours on the mark. Is there any other questions before we get ready to bounce? Anything? I'm going to take a look at the raid list and see who all's online. Did I get the $10 chaos one? I did not. Oh, I forgot about that. You want to do it? All right.
Yeah, you're going to get the. You're still thinking about the building pack too?
No.
Not anymore.
I don't
Over
know.
it?
I don't. No, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm not ready to drop $100 on it yet because
It's only 28 days or whatever, right?
31
26.
days. 31 days.
No,
24.
That's for the chips
Yeah,
that you're
24.
gonna get.
24 days. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's $5 a day, dude. I don't know.
So that's also all the Sigma that you would be spending on any buildings that you won't have the efficiency for in the meantime.
That's true.
That is also true.
And there's an auction this weekend.
There
it
might
lets
be a
you
reason I went.
complete the BB track right now.
Yeah, there's a reason I went to 61 last weekend, and I saw the efficiencies on the building, and I was like, well.
Oh, what's happening with Exola? There was a temporary error. No funds were debited from your account.
Lies.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, take my money! We'll try it again.
Is it? Are you trying to get that common forbidden tax? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They're confused as to why you're spending such a small amount of money. Is what it is.
Yeah.
They assume that your credit card's been stolen.
Yeah, look, it
Like,
says there's a payment
$10?
error.
What is this?
Temporary error. Please try again. Oh, well. I guess I'll do it later. I'll go do it later. All right. Any other questions? Change to PayPal? No, I'm not doing all that right now.
So this is the second time I've seen it from my alliance this week or today. They're doing the calculation funny on the mining nodes for data now, where it's a different time when you're sending to it versus when you're actually on it.
Oh, because now they've got the bonus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the bonus.
So that's kind of dork.
Yeah.
It screws up the timer.
It does screw up the timer.
It works the way it's supposed to. It makes the timer wrong and weird.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
You will be Z-node before you know that you're Z-node, basically. Or before you
And
think
now
you're
we
going
talked
to
about
do
it. Yep.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, this is interesting. Two different, not that you guys want to worry about it or care, but two different news organizations are calling a state two different ways.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, no, I wanted to look at the actual map and see what state they're calling differently. Let's see.
There was a while there where my county was the only county in my state to have reported anything, and I sent Strider a text and was like, "F you, county that I live in."
Okay, no, they didn't change any. What they did is, you know how Nebraska has, they proportionately separate their votes. So, Fox is giving only two. No, Fox is giving all three of Nebraska's votes to Trump, and the AP is holding one of those votes for, in case there was a 33% of the vote. Because, see, Nebraska breaks up their electoral votes.
Because they have 5.
They actually only have 3. I think, right? No, they do
According
have.
to-
No, that's right. They've got 5. That's right. They've got 5. It goes 2, 2, and 1. So Fox is giving all 5 of them to Trump, and AP is giving 4 of them to Trump and 1 of them to Kamala, which honestly is probably appropriate, actually. She'll probably get some vote out there. Maine is the other one that splits them up. I think those are the only ones that split up their electoral votes.
I hope Homer Simpson wins.
That's who I voted for, Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
That's who I voted for. All right, let's. Do you guys want to see my I tell you what.
Yes,
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna show you guys one thing that I wanted to share with you before we get ready to go. This was the video that I don't remember who sent it to me, but this was so funny. Let me pull this over on my screen here real quick. So somebody sent this to me, and it was all about the exit polling for this election. I don't even know. Is it actually legal for me to play somebody else's YouTube on my channel? I mean, it probably is, right?
If you're not making any money off it, I don't see why it's.
Well, I mean, my channel's
Nobody donated anything while it's being played.
Okay, we'll go with that. You guys check this out. This was actually really, really funny.
New polling out this week shows a tight race in a handful of hotly contested swing states. Joining me now to break down the numbers is ONN's Jason Copeland at the Big Map.
Thanks, Dwight. We're seeing some really interesting trends in a lot of key battleground states. Let's start with Pennsylvania with its coveted 19 electoral votes. And I want to focus for a moment on Erie County up here. This is a crucial swing county. It goes Trump in 2016, narrowly back to Biden in 2020. Now, I want to go in even further than that. This right here, this is Mill Creek Township, District 2. Polls are showing momentum toward Harris in areas like this. But to really understand what's going on, let's go even closer. Zoom in a little bit more. Right here, right here. This is 114 Hilltop Lane. Now, I want to take us inside the bedroom here. Bear with me. There we go. So this is Nick Camden, 37-year-old registered independent. He goes Hillary in 2016, Trump in 2020. Which way is he going to go in 2024? Really hard to say at this point. It's pretty early, but we know it's going to be close.
And Jason, what are you seeing inside this person that might indicate movement one way or another?
So this is just a very ordinary Rust Belt body, small town values, predominantly white. It's got the lungs, it's got the vascular system, the heart, but I actually want to show you what's in here. This is the neocortex and the amygdala. These are areas of the brain responsible for regulating emotion and memory. So let's play out a couple of scenarios here. If, for example, this man remembers his grandmother and the time she took him to an Al Gore rally in 1999, feels good about that, that's a win for the Democrats. On the other hand, take a look at this. This is the area of the brain that's associated with social interaction in groups, and we've seen it light up when Nick goes out for beers with his Trump-supporting coworkers. So we're looking at really a thin margin here. I want to show you something, actually. Let's come back out.
Notice Camden's liver is still in play.
Past the heart, past the tumor. Healthcare going to be a really big issue in this election, obviously. Past the DNA to what we're calling the source, the origin of life, existence itself, where all of humanity's answers can be found.
And can we zoom in further than that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm scared. But what we can do is we can actually zoom out here, out of the DNA, out of Nick Camden, out of Erie, Pennsylvania, out of the solar system to the edges of our cosmos, where we see ultimately how meaningless this whole race really is and how insignificant all of our tiny little lives really are.
That is a big map. Thank you, Jason. Coming up next, the Trump campaign is in full-on damage control after footage leaked of the candidate being extremely rude.
In perilous times of great uncertainty across every corner of a helpless.
Yeah, so that is absolutely incredible. And by the way, all of the credit in the world, like I'm not trying to steal nothing or plagiarize, but all the credit in the world to ONN. They do amazingly hilarious stuff all the time. And I loved it. I thought this was great. Awesome. And you know, here's the thing. Good. Even the guy jumping around, like here in a second, he jumps up to get the guy's face, right?
Got
like
the vascular system, the heart, but I actually want to show you.
Got it.
This moment as well. It was good.
Yeah, a minute ago when he was like trying to get to the bottom of the map, they joke about it being such a big map because all these news networks, it's like the bigger screen, the biggest screen wins. So go here to the very beginning, and he comes over and he's like trying to tie his shoes, getting down here to the bottom.
Pennsylvania with its
Right
coveted
here.
19
all the way
electoral
over here at the
votes.
bottom.
And I want to focus for a moment
Let's go down.
on Erie
Yeah.
County up here.
All the way
This
up.
is a crucial swing county. It goes Trump in 2016, narrowly back to Biden in 2020. Now, but to really understand what's going on, let's go even closer, zoom in a little bit more. Right here, right here. This is 114 Hilltop Lane.
Oh
now,
my God, this is just freaking hilarious. So good. I mean, because this, by the way, is 1,000% what's happening on the news tonight. This is 1,000% what's happening on the news. I saw something on one of the screens that was talking about if Americans felt like fast food prices were too high. Like that's one of the exit poll questions that one of the networks was asking was are fast food prices too high? You know, like, I mean, this right here is hilariously the same. Like, let's go in. Let's just check and see what's going on inside this guy's brain. 90% of the stuff that the news is talking about tonight doesn't matter worth a damn. Just throwing it out there. They don't matter at all. Like, whatever. So, anywho, there you go. That was fun. All right. Shall we get ready to go? Who's online for us to raid tonight? You know what? Let's see. Following. Nolan's on. Marine Mammal Rescue is on. Ben
That could be relaxing.
Pika is on. You know, we haven't rated Bafty in a hot minute. What is she doing? She's playing Until Dawn. Have you guys seen that game, Until Dawn? I feel like that is a scary game, and I would love to play it. I like scary games. I just don't ever get to play them. She's playing Until Dawn. She's on like her third day of trying to play this thing through. And I think she said she was almost done with it. Then she was going to try to do a speed run on it. So if you guys are not familiar with Until Dawn, Bafty will give you a little bit of fun with that. 3 minutes until dailies. 3 minutes until daily reset. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that. Oh! What's up, Candid Onion? Listen, your name reminded me of Candy White. Let me show you guys something super quick before we go. Super fast before we go. Candy has put up a ton of new merch. Guys, Candy White has put up a ton of new merch. Tarpy, the chat is asking you for your access to your spreadsheet. Do you want it in the graphics room? You're going to have to turn it on like view only.
I will do that in the morning.
Okay.
If that's okay.
It'll be in the graphics room in the morning, Sugar. All right, there you go. Let's see. Where was I going? Look here at the merch page. Candy White has added new stuff. We've got a new fisherman's beanie. Go check that out. We have a griffin cut-out pillow for you to snuggle with. You can snuggle with Griffin. How cute is that? Let's see. What else do we have? We've got a brand new little tumbler glass. That is nice. I like that. Check that out. How cool is that? Let's see what else. All of these are available in time for the holidays. Get your orders in now. A brand new blankie. We've done a blankie pretty much every year. Here's our brand new Sherpa blankie. Chief Boo says it's called a toque. A fisherman's beanie's called a toque. I mean, don't ask me. That's what it's labeled as, a fisherman. A toque. A toque. A toque dook. Let's see. We've got... Looks like there's 2 tumblers up here. So, yeah, anyway.
Tumblers?
Huh?
Are those whiskey tumblers?
They are whiskey tumblers. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep it classy with this elegant rocks glass, ideal for whiskey and cocktail lovers. A sturdy, quality glass and a classic style. It holds 10.5 ounces. Look at that. Where are the ugly Christmas sweaters? Psyduck. They're coming. That is literally the next edition that we're getting ready to come out with. We started, crazy enough, that's why I uploaded all this stuff today, because we actually started talking about our ugly Christmas sweaters today. By the way, just in case just in case you don't just want to snuggle with Griffin, you can also snuggle with me.
Aw.
Okay.
You can get the pair.
I just didn't put it on the main page because I think Griffin's is way better. All right, so you've got snuggle blankets. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I think that's it for the time being. Yeah, but we've got more stuff coming here in the next week or two, including the ugly Christmas sweaters. Those are coming up. Visit online at TalkingTrekSTFC.com, TalkingTrekSTFC.com to get access to our merch store. And go on in there and you can find your stuff in time for the holiday season, which is rapidly approaching, I might add. It's already November. You realize there's less than 6 weeks till Christmas? You're welcome.
That was rude.
You're welcome. All right. Let's go say hi.
What's your schedule?
What's my schedule? I haven't made a schedule yet. Are you kidding me right now? I got no schedule. All right. Let's go say hey to Bafty. She's the only one that's on really kind of out of our list unless we go watch Otters. So, yeah, we haven't rated Bafty in a while. The game is called Until Dawn. We're going to go say hi to Miss Bafty. No battle pass tonight. No, not tonight. I forgot about it. And it's getting late. It's already 11 o'clock. I got to work tomorrow. We'll do it on Thursday. Thursday, we'll give them away, all right? Guys, thank you very much. Tarpy, thank you. Matters, thank you. Appreciate all of your contributions tonight. Hope you guys are enjoying Arcfall. There's a lot here to explore, a lot to enjoy, and a lot to look forward to. Now, on the other hand, there's a few other things that probably are not quite as great as what players might have hoped, including Chaos Tech. Not a big fan there. The Officer is going to look pretty good. We'll discuss those at another time. Battle Pass looking all right, at least all right. So there is some rapidly moving things going on this month, and I think players more often than not should look forward to some of these subtle changes and enjoy the changes that are coming in our gameplay. We will continue to discuss the analytics on everything and how it impacts your account as we proceed throughout the month. Don't forget, coming up Thursday night, we will have Obsidian Hamster and a very special guest from Scopely's Game Design here to talk to us about Chaos Tech and the Independent Archives. That will all be happening this coming Thursday. I'll be off tomorrow night, and we'll see you back here Thursday night. You guys have a great one. My name is UltimatDJz. Love you, minute. Have a good one. Love, peace, and hungry. See you later. Bye-bye.
I'm kind of sad.